the same, returning to roots through the worst of our pain. When kings rise against, have it writ on the grave. The old gods were felled by a mortal unnamed. We will die again where the oceans end, over and over. In the dragon's pine, we will testify, shoulder to shoulder. In the lands between, spirits sharp and clean, mixed with a purpose. Through the scarlet mist, for the maidenless, we rise unburdened again. We rise again. Till the struggle echoes to the past, we rise, we rise. So even if only to fall in an ash, we rise, I will rise.
Oh, we'd be all right if the wind was in our sails. We'd be all right if the wind was in our sails. We'd be all right if the wind was in our sails. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Oh, we'd be all right if the northern water's clear. We'd be all right if the northern water's clear. We'd be all right if the northern water's clear, and we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Well, a dry sock below wouldn't do us any harm. Well, a dry sock below wouldn't do us any harm. Well, a dry sock below wouldn't do us any harm, and we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Well, a leave for the shore wouldn't do us any harm. Well, a leave for the shore wouldn't do us any harm. Well, a leave for the shore wouldn't do us any harm, and we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Well, a pint of black stuff wouldn't do us any harm. Well, a pint of black stuff wouldn't do us any harm. Well, a pint of black stuff wouldn't do us any harm, and we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Sherva, oh valya, oh sherva, oh valya, ani sherak tantaori, oh sherva, oh valya, oh sherva, oh valya, oh
Forget your season days. Oh, Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another session. So, just to clear it up right out of the gate, this is not going to be session 2 of the main campaign series. Instead, what it is it's going to be a one-shot. And the reason why is because one of our players, as you can see, Tia, is not currently with us today. She had a last-minute announcement from her family that they were doing a Mother's Day celebration on Saturday instead of Sunday. It's because one of their family members is working Sunday, so this is the only day they could do it. So we're going to take a break for a short minute and just do one shot together. Let's see here. I forgot. There we go. If you're watching the video after the fact, I apologize ahead of time. It didn't start when I thought it started, so this is, starts abruptly in the middle of the music. My apologies. But yeah. So that everyone knows ahead of time, one-shots, as I mentioned in previous ones, are a one-and-done session. So in other words, there's no time limit this time. It's not a 3-hour session. It's just whenever we're done with the session type of deal. The intermission will be whenever I feel like we're in the middle of it. So hopefully we'll get a bullseye on that, but...
Speed run.
This could be a speed run. We don't know. We don't have we don't have Grimshaw and the and our bard friend yelling and screaming at each other like every 5 seconds. So this might go a lot faster than usual.
No, that was pretty funny.
Oh, it was funny. It just took forever. Our family's complaining, going like, "You're keeping your brother up." I'm like, sorry, I can't stop.
That sounds like an issue, not an ish-me.
Oh, Lord. So, yeah. It's going to be the same characters. It's still Grimshaw and Troxel. The only difference is that they will be, if they get experience points, it's on a separate character sheet. So, in other words, whenever we do a one-shot and whenever we do a main campaign series sessions, they're going to be at different levels and have different equipment based on what they've done. And that's how it's going to work out. Alright. If that makes sense, are you guys ready to start?
Yes, we are. I guess I'm...
as ready as we can be.
Alright. In that case... it's ready. Ready to go. So, your group has essentially been traveling for a decent while now. It's been a couple of days, and you heard about a town that's supposed to be like a day or two from where you are right now, so you're almost there, essentially. You just have to cross a forest to get there.
Okay.
Is there a way around?
Are we on horses? Are we on horses?
I assume that you're on horses. You both have horses, so I assume you do.
Okay, Grimshaw, lead the way.
Yeah, okay, hang on. Let's see. We'll put up the map, see if we can find a way around. I don't feel like dealing with elves.
So the only way around would include going across a large canyon with a wide and deep river in it. Or you also have the option of crossing an entire giant lake.
No matter what, dwarves can't swim.
Especially in armor.
I'm in relatively light armor. That's not going to bother me. Dwarves just can't. Dwarves, we sink like stones. Guess we gotta go through knife ear territory. Alright.
You know what the funniest part is? It is my idea that when dwarves say, like, dwarves sink like a stone, I imagine that's just them saying that, like they started that, specifically to get people to stop getting them to go on boats or go swimming because they don't like that. So they just made it up and it became a,
It became truth.
Not truth, it became, what's the word I'm looking for? Like folklore, I want to say. Like, it's not real, but everyone believes it because it's been said so much.
The Grimshaw can actually swim very well. It's just he makes those jokes all the time so he doesn't have to get on a boat like ever.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, man. Alright. So, both of you start riding into the forest. Taking your time.
Okay.
Or, Grimshaw, you're the one leading. What kind of pace are you having the horses go through it?
Canter, so not fast. Slow enough that if we need to, jumping off isn't going to hurt.
Okay.
So above a walk, then.
Above a walk, below a gallop.
Okay.
Alright. We grab...
Those all the languages.
I have good direction sense if we're going the right way. I'll tell you if I think we're going off the wrong direction.
By all means.
Alright. So, it's about 10 minutes into your walk when all of a sudden you guys start noticing like the lighting is starting to darken. Not just because the trees are slowly covering up more of the sunlight, but as you look up you see clouds thickening and going dark and darker and darker.
You aren't doing that, are you?
Keep going, I guess.
Just completely ignore the fact that I'm asking if you are making the lights darker.
Oh, not me.
You feel a drop of water on your shoulder.
Yeah, cloudy, starting to rain.
Then another drop. Then another drop. Then more. Then the more. And then way more. And a whole bunch more. As you hear essentially thunder in the clouds as it starts to rain harder.
Well, we probably should slow up to a walk for horses. I don't think there's any reason to stop. It's going to get wet regardless of where we're at.
Should stay at least at a canter. At least with the canter, we'll be doing a good enough pace that it'll be decently hard to keep up with us.
Okay, you're leading. That's good.
Are you looking for shelter at the moment, or are you just trying to go straight through?
No shelter, going straight.
Yeah, there's no point in stopping. We're still midday, right?
Yeah, it's still midday.
Yeah, we'll look for shelter towards the end.
Alrighty. Grimshaw, what's your AC?
Yeah, I think it was a 4.
And what's your armor again? Chainmail, was it?
Splint, I think. Yeah, I was using
Banded.
split mail, I think.
It's banded armor.
Banded.
Okay.
Yeah. Banded, splint, it's the same.
Okay, let me do something real quick.
Oh, good, damage. Someone's about to die.
So, Grimshaw, lightning strikes the ground just close enough to deal 6 points of damage to you.
Son of...
Okay.
You're in a thunderstorm, yeah.
We're also in a forest. I am
What?
not the highest person, nor is the metal going to
Wait up and I'll heal you.
Alright. Considering this lightning storm has some shenanigan magic properties to it.
I don't think it's
We're gonna
magic. I think that's just a natural occurrence.
We
I'll
already
do 3 hit points of healing on him and then another 3 hit points of healing.
Alright.
Up to full strength. Let's keep going.
Just barely missed.
So for the next 10 minutes, you miss 2 more lightning strikes that strike some of the trees around you.
Really, 10 minutes. 3 lightning strikes. This is one hell of a storm, I guess. Where are we? Kansas?
No force in Kansas.
I know.
Alright, so about a half hour later, storm disperses. It's gone.
Storm is gone. We continue. Hopefully we don't have to worry about another one. We survived the first encounter with her.
So, for the audience, weather is an encounter. If it's a severe storm, it can be an encounter.
If the lightning would have hit me, I would have been down.
Most. Thank God somebody's wearing metal.
Oh, don't worry. There's not just thunderstorms.
If you liked me, Grimshaw, you would have been carrying your axe over your head, straight up.
Axe?
Or hammer.
This thing is flat as it can be. There ain't no axe here.
Hammer.
Alright, so a little bit of travel later, and your path comes across what looks like a large pond.
And life really just wants me to swim.
We really want to go around the pond if we can.
Alright.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going around the pond.
Go around the pond. Good.
Groupshaw's gonna keep that joke running as long as he can.
Let's see here. Alright, so both of you, I want you to roll me a wisdom or intelligence check of your choosing.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Don't matter, I'm dumb either way.
Oh, good roll. Natural 19 plus 2, so 21.
Damn, look at you go, man.
And I got an 18 as well.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so, Grimshaw, were you rolling intelligence or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay, and Troxel, were you choosing wisdom or intelligence?
Intelligence.
Okay, cool. That's good enough for me.
Between the
So-
two of us, we got the whole thing.
Grimshaw, you get an odd feeling, and you look over your shoulder, and you see movement just off of the edge of the tree line.
I'm sorry. Where are we? We're at the lake.
No. It's number one. It's not a lake. It was a pond. Number two, you decided to move past it. So this is like not long after you passed by.
Oh,
it.
okay. I passed the pond. Okay.
Yeah. Troxel, you're keeping an eye out for anything else that might, anything else that might pop up, and you notice a figure off the edge of your vision as well. But you actually get a glimpse of what they look like. They kind of look like your mentor.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll tell Grimshaw. I think I saw like a magic user off to my left. Is that what it was off to the left? Is that right?
You're looking left. He's looking right. So.
Okay. Off to my left, I see something that looks like a magic user.
Magic user. Pull out my crossbow. Where?
I would suggest we just keep moving.
They're the ones that conjured the storm I just noticed.
I don't think so.
No storm would be that powerful that quickly and then just disperse shortly after.
And then after we kept moving, they were ahead of us then? Let's keep going.
They're stopping us. They're trying to stop us from reaching something. I can tell you that much for sure. I'm certain. So movement will probably piss them off enough to instigate something again. Gonna keep the crossbow on the horse.
All right.
Just
So every time you go about like 5 minutes ahead of where you last saw them, because you guys are alert and because you already had high rolls, you're noticing them at the edge of your vision every now and then, like every 5 minutes.
But they're still off to the side, not ahead of us.
Correct. Yeah.
And are they on horses or are they just on foot?
On foot.
We'll keep going.
Let's see here.
we could just increase pace.
Not necessary.
Not necessary, but it would be a good test to see if they are not human, if they keep up, or if they are humanoid in nature and they can't keep up.
Well, the only problem was that if we gallop, our horses are going to get tired, and we won't be able to gallop at necessity.
I mean, that's a fair point. But at this point, Grimshaw's already thinking that he's gotten hit by lightning once already. And that there are magic users who are probably capable of summoning lightning again.
Don't let your fears get to you. You're in the war.
Fears? No. But I'd rather not be crispy.
Glance at your side of the magic user riding with you.
Well, as long as they don't attack or do anything like that. I mean, I assume that. Where are we going? Incidentally, we're going to the town.
You're going to the next town over. Yeah, you guys are basically
How
traveling.
far do you think that is? Or how far do we think that is?
From what you can see on the map, the what do you call it? The forest should be about a day trip.
Okay, so we're in the middle of the day, so we expect to get there by evening or rendezvous?
No, you entered midday. You entered the forest midday. So you expect to get there like the next
so
day.
at least we're probably gonna have to camp throughout the night.
Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Unless we travel through in the night, is that correct? Or-
That is correct. Yeah.
Which is not advisable. That is how you get lost. That is
Okay.
how the forest eats people.
So we'll
That's not-
continue going.
You continue going.
Yep.
I think we're
Not causing any trouble.
yet.
I won't say it.
How long can a horse canter? I have no idea.
Canter's barely a light jog.
Okay.
A horse can do that pretty much indefinitely.
Okay.
It also depends on the species of horse. Some horses can go on for a very long time. Others are like bursts of energy.
Okay.
If you get an Arabian can actually gallop for almost a full day.
I doubt if I have an Arabian horse.
No, we probably have giraffes, if anything.
I doubt if I have a draft either. I probably have a light riding horse.
Well, draft horse, something similar.
Yeah. We continue on this way.
All right.
He has
So
rolled-
you-
he has rolled quite a few dice.
You see, you continue seeing them for a little bit, and then after a while, you stop seeing them.
Okay.
Now, once you I don't want you to roll anything. Now you guys, after turning around a bend, you essentially see 5 humans standing in the middle of the standing / sitting / squatting in the middle, like on the road, on the side of the road, things like that.
We've been on a road through the forest?
Yeah, there's a trail you're following.
Okay. On the trail. Okay, I guess we'll go up to them and talk to them. They don't look threatening, I trust?
No, they're in fact they're all kind of in rags.
Okay. Good day. Why are you here sitting in the middle of this trail?
All right, so you speak up, and they immediately jump up to their feet, just go look around, see you, and go, don't scare us like that. Don't. To be honest, we really don't know. We just kind of woke up here.
Oh. Well, we're going to the town. Do you want to come along? I mean, you'll have to keep up. We're cantering our horses.
Yes, we can do that. Thank you.
Where did you come from originally?
Pretty much the same direction you came from.
Where were you Why were you on this trail then? To get to the next.
They kind of look at each other, then look back at you, and they tell you, well, we were talking amongst ourselves about that ourselves. We all have different reasons. We don't really know each other all that well.
Okay.
Why are you with
No
rags?
obvious weapons?
No obvious weapons, not anything on them.
Okay.
Why are you all in rags? How'd you get this far in rags?
They look at you and they're like, we didn't come here in rags. We don't know what happened.
What were you carrying?
They had, normal clothes. They had, like, the rags are like their undergarments that were under their clothes.
Small clothes. Yes.
They had, like, some water skins, like, a bag for food, things like that. They all had, like, just, like, things that you had when you traveled. Like, at most, they had a dagger on them, in case something happened, but...
I mean, you traveled this far into knife ear territory with little more than a dagger?
They just kind of look at each other, look back at you, and go, knife ear?
Human colloquial term elf, I think.
Elves?
Oh, elves, okay. Yeah, they know what you're talking about now.
You came into tree hugger territory with nothing but a knife. Do you want to die?
It's like, I mean, elves are...
The implication, Grimshaw, is that they came in with other stuff and they no longer have that other stuff.
Yes, they came in, but the only thing for defense they had was a knife.
Is that true? You didn't have any other weapons?
They didn't have any other weapons. Most of the time, elves usually keep their area clear of monsters, like dangerous creatures. Animals, not so much, but for the most part, most monsters are taken care of and hunted. So they weren't too concerned.
Elves. They're just as like to turn on you as they are to help you.
One of them just kind of looks at you and goes, biased.
You're damn right I am. I'm living proof.
Another one goes, racist.
You listen here. Biased I can take. Racist, I'll bring you down to my level. Keep up that snark. And I'll tan your hide so hard you'll wish it was your mother.
See him gulp and kind of like shrivel down a little bit.
That's what I thought. Now, we're all set and ready to go. I suggest we keep moving. It looks like it's gonna get dark soon.
They nod and follow you. Well, that was a pleasant experience.
We didn't have to kill anybody.
Yet.
Thank God. So you remember that thunderstorm from the beginning?
Is it back?
You're seeing the clouds starting to condense again.
Oh, they are. Okay.
What time is it this time?
It was only 30 minutes after you met these guys.
Okay, so we're talking time frame like probably like 2 or 3.
Kind of, yeah.
No way.
And
the cloud-
a storm like that is not by magic user though. It'd be by a druid.
Okay, still do it.
Lightning strikes a tree near you.
Oh, I can't wait to
moving.
find whoever's bringing this.
Continue moving down the trail. Actually, it might be a good thing to gallop.
Boom!
Gallop.
Another lightning strike.
We can't gallop anymore. We'd outpace the people who are following us by a hop, skip, and jump.
We'll continue moving then.
Once again, missed 3 lightning strikes.
I was gonna say, if I got hit by lightning again, someone's finna die.
I'm having too much fun with this.
Just wasn't hitting with lightning one more time, just so we see someone die.
Well, the problem is that it applies 2 different separate situations because it's hard for somebody who attacked us the first time to have kept up with us because they would have to go in the forest as opposed to on the path, and they really weren't ahead of us or anything.
So, but by your logic, it is a druid. Probably a
My
druid.
logic is a druid or druids, but I don't know why they're attacking us because we're not harming the forest or anything.
Well, we, simply put, aren't supposed to be here. I am a dwarf. I live in the mountains. I do the rock and stone.
So,
I'm saying that if it is a druid and or druids, they could very easily keep up with us. They know these forests way better than us. They can easily find the paths that we don't know.
By the way, is my exertion equivalent to walking, riding my horse at a canter?
Yes. Or I don't know about what he says, but I know on typical rules, yes, canters are considered running.
So my exertion is basically walking.
Yeah.
Okay. So after 2 hours, I get back my 6 psionic points.
Nice.
yeah, walking is you gain 3 points back for every hour.
Right.
And assuming that after I got struck by lightning, it's been an hour.
It's been 2 hours because
2
we're
hours.
going from midday. We're heading towards evening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I gotta find a spot to rest anyway. We're not
Yeah,
gonna
well-
get through this godforsaken forest anytime soon.
So, the storm is starting to calm down now, but now there's a wall of fog that is drifting through the forest.
Which way?
Oh no, I've seen enough movies to know where this is going.
No, which way is the fog coming?
Roll a wisdom check.
Silent Hill treatment today.
Roll a wisdom check.
I just have a 9.
Grimshaw?
Oh, you want me to roll too?
Yeah. Unless you think that he wouldn't be paying attention to his surroundings with the lightning storm going on and everything.
15.
There you go. So Troxel, you just kind of like see the fog up in the distance, and you're just like, okay, we're coming up on a fog. Grimshaw, you see the fog. You turn around, you see a little bit of fog behind you as well, as the fog is just slowly covering everything.
Enveloping. This is definitely some sort of magic user messing with us, whether it's a druid or not is irrelevant at this point. They've been following us. They've been staring at us.
With that wisdom roll, you also hear some groaning from your new companions.
We'll look at them and what's the problem?
They're kind of like hunched over, kind of like groaning as they're pulling in on themselves a little bit like this.
I don't like that. I pull out the hammer.
You see their skin starting to grow a little bit more coarse, and fur starts to grow from their skin.
And with that, I am swinging the hammer into the first one.
Roll a strength check.
Die.
So they're lycanthropes?
10.
10. Alright, so you knock him back a little bit, enough for you to see the tusks growing on his lower jaw.
Boar? Wereboars?
Wereboars.
Wereboars. Prepare for charging attacks left and right.
Can we just go ahead of them and
At this point, no, they'll catch up to
They'll
us
catch up.
very.
Well, don't forget they're still transforming, but yeah, they will be fast.
Then I'm going to go to the side and I'm going to hit them with a psionic blast, all 5 of them. Not getting Grimshaw. Not getting.
Let me look at that real quick.
I have no idea what it does.
Sonic Blast. That's defense.
My attack strength is 102 to start.
So, Psionic Blast can't affect people who don't have psionic power. It's only psychic.
No, it can.
It can?
It can. Yes.
I don't know why I don't
The
know
only thing
anything
that
about
will affect them.
I could have sworn Psychic Crush was that because that's what Mind Flayers use.
No, Psychic Crush. I don't know about Psychic Crush. I don't have that. But Psionic Blast is against non-psionics. That's what Mind Flayers use against normal people.
No. Mind Flayers use Psychic Crush. That kills the brain. That's what they use. That's why they're so terrifying to face.
Okay, let me look it up. I have my player's guide here. Psionics.
Oh, no, you're right. Psionic Blast against a non-psionic creature. Okay. Good,
Yeah, I got them at the worst possible time for them.
Yeah, you did.
They're all still mid-transform.
But I have no idea what it does.
So you're attacking them at a long range, right?
I don't understand.
How far away are you striking them with the Psionic Blast?
I would assume like he just get
I'm
right up.
going right up close and personal.
Right up
So
close
I
and
can-
personal.
I can get them all, but as short a range as possible.
Okay, so let me roll a saving throw.
Blast him with a shotgun.
Alright, so 4 of them got affected. Let me determine what happens to each of them.
But I'm very interested myself.
So one of them is stunned. 2 of them are stunned. 1 of them is confused. 3 of them are stunned. Yeah, so 3 stunned and then 1 confused.
Grimshaw,
I'm going for the one that you didn't hit.
yeah, kill the other one.
So you swinging your weapon at him?
Oh yeah.
What's your weapon made of again?
Not silver.
Yeah, no. I think it's just iron.
Yep. So you smack him. He rolls off to the side. You snap that one out of his confusion.
There was one that didn't get hit. There was 5 of them.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you do. Yeah, you hit him. Okay. But yeah, it's clear that you didn't do any damage. You just annoyed him.
I don't understand why we can't just. I think we have to run. We can't kill these people.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. At least I'm still. At least I didn't jump off the horse.
Okay, next round, horses at a gallop down the road towards the fog coming.
All right.
It's enveloping. It's not coming.
Actually,
Eye on them.
it is growing very thick, very fast.
Yes, it's enveloping because it's also coming from behind us.
Alright.
Difference in word means completely different context.
Yeah, but the good news is that we're going to get a lead on the ones at least that were stunned, maybe confused.
There's going to be one that maybe follows us.
Yeah. Well, all of them can follow, but eventually we're going to make it out of the fog before they catch us. I think.
You hope.
I hope.
I want you to roll me a d10.
D10. 7.
9.
All right. Who's in the lead again?
Grimshaw. Actually, I have to be in the lead because Grimshaw went and
Smack the
attacked
one.
after I attacked, so I'm in the lead going down the path.
All right. In that case, Grimshaw. You notice as the fog gets too thick to see normally. You notice Troxel's horse is starting to veer off course.
Can I catch up to him in time to get him back on the path?
Roll riding proficiency.
I was thinking that well. Yeah, I rolled a 17.
Is it 17?
I had to roll low for that.
Yeah. So you're trying to gallop a little bit faster, try and catch up to him. You hear his hoof steps get a little bit more distant, and then you hear the hoof steps starting to get a little bit louder again. You think you caught up to him, and then you see a completely different horse with no rider.
Oh, good.
A completely different horse?
Completely different horse with no rider.
Oh, yuck.
Hey, Grimshaw. When you look back up again, you're seeing 5 different horse shadows moving in different directions.
I've got no time for this. I gotta get out of the fog before anything. I have to trust that Troxel here is gonna be able to take care of himself for the time being because he decided he wanted to go off course.
Yeah, I have good direction sense, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep following what little path I can actually see.
All right. Troxel, roll that direction sense for me.
A D20.
D20, and you want a low number.
I have a 1 to 6 something.
Yeah, that means you can roll 1 to 6.
Oh, that's not good. I rolled a 9.
Oh no.
No? Yes, I rolled a 9.
Ah, that's so close. All right.
You are lost.
You don't see you don't see the road as you're focusing on just trying to get away from the boars, which you do hear them behind you. Both of you hear them behind you.
Okay. But I will go towards the town, or at least the way the path was going, the trail was going.
Oh no, you lost the trail. That's the whole point.
Well, I understand that, but I still have the direction. I'm not on the trail now, but I I wouldn't be going back the way I came, for example. I don't think.
You don't know what direction you're headed at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, you got lost in the woods.
Okay.
You
I'm
don't
lost.
know.
Lost in the foggy woods. That's even worse.
But I still have to keep moving because I have werebores with good senses of smell probably behind me.
Yeah, pretty much. That's part of why you got lost, is because you're under the pressure of, I have to outrun these boars.
Okay. I'm going to get some more lemonade. Turn immediately.
Okay, in that case, Grimshaw, you still hear the sounds of the boars chasing you. You're having your horse run for about like 10 minutes until the fog starts to thin out. By the time you get out of the fog, you see running past you a baby boar who's freaking out and running around, but you don't see nor hear the wereboars.
Scan for our friends in the woods.
Intelligence check.
You know what? No, I need my lucky dice for this. Our boozy dice. Doesn't matter, boozy dice. You failed me with a lucky 7.
You rolled it?
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Lucky 7 ain't really lucky. No cigar, my friend. You are still on the trail, that much you're sure of. But you don't know where your friend ran off to.
I have to assume, because he was telling me how good his direction sense is, that he's going to catch up eventually. Or maybe he got ahead of me, but I'm going to stay right here for the time being. And anything that comes out of that fog, I am hitting. Whether it is a baby boar, a mama boar, a jackalope, or anything else. They are getting hit.
I see.
Unless I know them specifically.
Roll a saving throw for me.
What kind of saving throw?
Not one you have a bonus for.
Gotcha. 17.
Yay! You are not charmed by the beautiful musical singing voice you're hearing from the forest.
This forest. It's a murder. I get the fire. Where's my fire stick?
Troxel,
Yes.
you are starting to see the mist and the fog starting to thin out a little bit. And not long after it thins out enough where you can see that you're not on the road anymore, you see a baby boar run past you, screaming and freaking out. And you no longer hear the wereboars behind you.
Okay. I will keep going away from where I thought that the other boars were, and also away from the baby boar. And then after I get away from those, then I'll do another direction sense and try and get my bearings. As opposed
All right.
to where the sun is and where whatever.
Go ahead and roll.
Roll again. I want a low number. Natural 1.
Alrighty! There you go, man!
He knows exactly where he is.
He literally pulls a Sherlock Holmes where he's like, okay, so I ran this far distance. I'm not seeing the trail, but I can see the sun there, see the moon there. From that position, I can tell starts making his way back over to the trail.
Good.
On your way there, you spot the familiar figure again. Your mentor, essentially.
Okay. And my mentor can't be here in this forest, so it's got to be an illusion of some kind. So I'll try and avoid that also while maintaining my direction sense back to where I want to go.
All right.
Ain't more than them knife years. It's the Fae.
So, Troxel, you get back to
Yep.
Grimshaw. Grimshaw, you look over at Troxel, super confused as to how he lost the trail because you don't remember the past 5 minutes.
Oh.
What? Wait, who doesn't remember the past 5 minutes?
Grimshaw, you don't remember the past 5 minutes, so you look at Troxel wondering how in the hell he got himself lost.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
where your companions went.
Got it.
Troxel, you go over there after having, evaded the boars. You remember everything.
Okay. Okay, let's keep moving, Grimshaw. I'm glad you got away.
Away from what? We've been on an unaccosted trail this entire time.
Oh.
How did you even get lost? The trail is clearly marked.
Yes. Well,
Do I
there were
have-
some.
Do I have to keep both my eyes on you and none on the trail?
There were some werebears. You
Boars.
clearly have,
Wereboars.
some loss of memory, just as those 5 people did. I trust we lost all 5 of those people. Oh, no, those 5 people that we had met originally, they turned into wereboars.
There you go.
Alright, man, whatever. Just stay off the leaf while we're on the trail. I need you focused. We're still in knife-ear territory.
I'm loving this so much.
Okay.
How did we lose those other 5 guys? You're telling?
Okay, we'll continue moving.
Yeah, we're gonna continue moving now.
Alright, cool. Vegas today.
Grimshaw with his short-term memory loss. Fighting
Both of you roll me an intelligence check.
13.
Troxel?
Oh, an intelligence check.
Yeah.
18.
There we go. So, Grimshaw, you don't notice it. Troxel, you are, scanning the area ahead, and you notice something a little bit odd about the ground you guys are heading towards in the trail. Something different.
So there's something odd in the trail. I don't know exactly what it means, but this is not the trail that doesn't appear to be the way the trail was in the past.
What about it exactly is wrong?
To the best of my knowledge, it just doesn't look right.
There's a clear texture difference between it and the normal dirt/sand you've been walking on so far.
Okay. Difference in chest and texture. I think we should avoid it and go around it and pick it up later. Pick up the trail later. So we'll try and do something that looks like the diameter of how the trail looks.
You got an idea.
Miss something, and then we'll just go around and then we'll pick up the trail.
I find a rock.
Okay.
I throw the rock into the specific point that he's talking about.
You watch it sink into the sand.
Oh, good. So it's like quicksand or something. Yeah, let's just definitely go around this.
We go around.
Okay.
Tired of these illusions.
Is it an illusion, though?
We don't know whether it's an illusion.
Tired of these illusions. Illusions and magic users and druids.
Hey, look, a
What did I
fog.
ever do to deserve this?
Hey, look, a fog.
Again?
Yeah, again.
Oh, do I still have my torch?
Yes, you still have your torch.
I'm lighting the trees on fire.
No, don't do that. Do not do that. If there's elves out there, they'll attack us.
If there are,
I know they're sort of attacking us now, but
They're sort of attacking. No, they've been attacking us.
they've been attacking us. But we've managed to
We've
get
managed
away.
to we've
If
managed
we're
to
in the
thwart
forest,
them thus far.
If we're in the forest. They will not cease this.
They're
until
not
we're
gonna
dead.
cease. Look, the way I see it is there's one of two options here. A, we are facing knife ears, or B, we are facing the Fae. Which one would you rather deal with? Personally, if we light the place on fire, we don't deal with either. Because they'll be too busy trying to stop the fire.
I don't think so. But
Grimshaw?
you can do what you want. I'm going to continue down the trail. You want to light
Okay.
your torch and
So Grimshaw, as
Yes.
you're trying to fan the flame and get it started, you see a drop of water. As it starts to rain again.
This magic user I see. Whatever shows up in this forest next is just immediately dying. I'm holding to that statement, by the way. Whatever shows up next in this forest is dying. I do not care if it is a human at this point. I do not care if it is a baby dwarf at this point. Because it is an illusion, and no dwarf would ever step foot into a forest without purpose and leave a small child here. No dwarf would stay in a godforsaken forest.
Well, I'm going to tell you the next thing you see as you guys advance. Actually, roll me an intelligence check to see it past the fog and the storm alike.
Is it murderable? It's
Ro-
all that matters. 8.
Troxel?
Oh, okay. Oh, another natural one.
Natural 1 in this case is bad.
I know.
Who's in the front?
I had left.
Yeah, he had left me for a little bit to
I
try
had
and fan
left-
the
I
flames
had
before it
left him
started
up
to
while he was
rain.
trying to light his torch. I
Cool.
was just
You
walking
and your
along.
horse run head first into a thick web of webs.
Me?
Yes, and your horse.
So we didn't run into it. It was just magically.
No, you ran into it. It's hard to see past the thunderstorm and the fog.
Okay.
Oh, good, we're facing Shelob now.
Can we? Can I roll for saving throw, or my horse roll for saving throw?
Roll either a dex or strength check to try and get you and your horse out of it.
Artax, no.
Okay, dex check. 11.
Dex check on 11.
So you could get out of there, but your horse is still kind of stuck.
No, Artax, no.
Okay, well, once I'm out, then I will attempt to recreate what Grimshaw's doing. I intend to burn the web.
It's raining.
Yeah, you can't even light the fire at this point.
Okay.
While you're thinking about this, you're seeing large spires about this big making their way down the webs.
Do you have a gust of wind spell?
I do not. How many spiders?
You see about 11. It's not the right music. There we go.
Well,
Yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
See the spider what's in front of him.
What was
See
that?
the spiders coming down. Pulling out my crossbow.
okay.
And I'm just gonna start breaking spiders apart.
No, just
Roll to hit.
I'm gonna use my sleep spell that I have, and on the scroll, and try and eliminate them all. I think that they're less
Ooh!
unhit die creatures.
Do they get a saving throw or no?
It's It's not a, saving throw none,
Okay.
and 3 rounds per level, but it's just the number that I affect. It's 4 to 16 if they're 2, 3, 4. So 4d4. Oh my God!
What'd you get?
I rolled 4 ones. I only took 4 of them. So Grimshaw can use.
You guys watch 4 spiders fall to the ground.
Good. Hot shot time. Plink. Plink.
Roll to hit. Roll to hit.
You know what? We're gonna use my funny dice. Does 19 hit?
Obviously.
It's a crossbow again. I think I was just using a light crossbow, so that's 1d6.
I don't have my weapon cards with me.
I mean, I'm hitting a spider the size of a football. with a
It's
crossbow.
gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll damage. It was a 3, by the way.
All right, so that's 5 out of 11 killed or knocked out.
I'm reloading.
Taken out.
Firing. Reloading.
Taking out
firing.
the sling.
You fire sling?
No, not a fire sling, just a regular sling.
No, I was asking if you were firing the sling. That I thought you said.
Yeah, I
that.
did. I missed the first time.
Okay. What'd you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay. Go ahead and make another roll.
Well, it's even worse. I rolled a 5 that time.
I think you can make 3 attacks in there in one round.
Oh, really?
Or
3 attacks a round?
maybe. I have to double check it, but we'll go ahead and assume that for now.
Oh, and then a 19 on the third one.
Okay, so you killed one of them.
Okay.
Strength check
Next
for
round.
horse failed a strength check.
Next round.
Oh no! Now I roll for the spiders to see if they start biting him. So let's see. That's 6 out of 11. So that's 5 spiders remaining. Okay, so 2 got a nat 1, 1 failed, and then 1 hit. One was kind of in the middle, so I'm not going to count that. But so let me roll a saving throw for the poor horsey, and the horsey saves the saving throw. So 1 point damage, but no poison.
Good.
Now it's your turn again, guys.
12 to hit.
So 12 hits.
So another dead. A miss. And an 11 to hit.
That hits. So you knocked out 2. Grimshaw, I heard that. What happened?
Does a natural 20 hit?
Yes, it does. In fact, I'm gonna say that's you sniped the last 2.
Double kill.
Okay. So we'll get my horse out of harm's way.
Does anyone have a knife?
I'll heal it for 3 points of healing.
It only had 1 HP. So
But I don't know that.
no. Okay, so just because you don't know that doesn't mean you can't. Doesn't mean you have to spend all 3 points to heal him.
Oh,
You're
okay.
only healing him for 1 point of health. So you just spend 1
Usually
point.
1 point. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
So you're getting the feeling that by the time this storm and fog subsides, you're gonna need to find some. You're gonna need to be in some shelter.
Freaking people were doing this to me. I'm freaking start talking to.
We'll try and find. I don't know whether it's going to be helpful to just camp on the trail or whether to try and find shelter. Period.
Try and
Maybe
find shelter.
just off the trail. Maybe we'll just go off the trail. They don't seem to have any problem finding us.
Both of you roll a wisdom check.
It'd probably be better to find someplace to stay indoors
17.
if possible. 14.
Troxel, as you're thinking aloud and you're talking about this, you look off to the side and you catch a glimpse of something. Specifically, you see something that looks close to human but is off. For example, it's got way too long of legs, way too long of arms. Its fingers are really stretched. You can't really see its face. And it's no, not even like that. Not even like that. It is off in the woods, and you can't really tell the details, but it looks uncharacteristic. Like it's very, very.
I'll tell Grimshaw that. I think that we need to just continue on in the night at a walking pace on the trail.
Wait, so you're telling me you saw something with really long arms, really long legs, and otherwise completely indistinct? No, I am not fighting a Wendigo today.
Fighting a what?
A Wendigo?
No, we're first level. That's got to be.
That means absolutely nothing.
It means that
That's meta information.
I have no ability to fight something like that.
That's meta information. Also, you had no ability to fight werebores.
Yes.
But remember, all you remember seeing is something that looked human, except their legs, arms, fingers were all super long, and it didn't really have a face.
I don't know what that is.
It is either a Wendigo or a Skinwalker, and despite the fact that we are in the forest right now, I am dead nuts it's a Wendigo. Out! I am done. I am not dealing
Grimshaw.
with that. Okay?
Grimshaw. You spot it, and it's looking directly at you.
I'm mean mugging back.
And this is, by the way, as you're traversing through the webbed area.
We're still moving, and I'm just mean mugging this Wendigo. If that thing roars, we run. We do not turn and face. We run. Lost too many things to beat things like this. I am not dealing with no cryptid today.
So, Troxel, out of curiosity, what does your character fear?
What does your character fear?
I don't have any fears down.
What? Come up with something. What would your character fear? What would he be afraid of?
Social.
He's got social anxiety.
So if I'm a noble, I would fear social inferiority, I guess.
I need something more physical than that.
I'm not smart enough to fear a particular mob because I don't have experience with any of them yet.
Okay, I have an idea. I got an idea. So,
Okay.
Grimshaw,
Yes.
as you guys walk in the forest, you spot that figure like 3 more times, and then the 4th time you see something, you're seeing a full-on Wendigo. Like, it starts out as like a shadow in the fog that's getting closer and it starts hovering over you.
Oh.
You see like glowing red eyes in the fog.
If it's something really bad,
Troxel, you see off on the other side. What you're seeing is the first of all you hear a growling, which is getting louder and louder, and then you see a pair of red eyes as a shadowy figure with horns and large wings starts to open up.
Yeah, this is all illusion. I disbelieve.
If you disbelieve it, you can roll a saving throw.
I disbelieve it. I'm going to roll a saving throw. see whether I run or disbelieve. Natural 19.
All right.
So whatever
So-
that goes with wisdom, I guess, would be at 20, or intelligence is at 21.
Gone. It's completely gone.
I'll tell Grimshaw that it should give him +4. Disbelieve these things. These are all illusions.
That is a Wendigo.
Roll a saving throw.
Okay, I rolled a 16, and assuming I still get the +4, that'd be a 20.
And just like that, Wendigo's gone. Your mind struggled for a half second over the fear of what a Wendigo is and the stories you've heard of them, and the fact that your logical dwarf mind is like, illusion, evil elves, and you focus on your hatred of elves enough to disbelieve it, and it went and it vanished.
Yeah, the interesting point about that, when you're using illusions, is what you want to do is you want to make them just a little bit more difficult or more powerful, like an orc, or a couple of orcs. So you think we can take orcs, but orcs are really a problem in our situation, in terms of our situation. If you make them a giant, we can't do anything about giants, so we automatically consider disbelieving. You know, it's just.
And now there's a bunch of orcs coming out.
Well, no, the problem again is that we've had multiple illusions through this entire adventure. I mean, the entire ride through the forest. I had what looked like to be my mentor. That was an illusion. This was an illusion. Your thing was an illusion. I mean, the people that are throwing the illusions at us
Need to die, yes.
they only have a limited number of those. I mean, I don't see somebody being godlike and doing that. I just don't understand why they're attacking us like this.
The cat rolled a natural 1. What does he do?
Grimshaw, immediately after getting over your fear and disbelieving the spell, cat jumps off of a branch and lands on your head. You now have a cat companion.
Phenomenal.
This is going in a shorts, by the way. Alright, so, now looking for shelter as the storm and fogs are subsiding. You continue down the road. Who's in front?
Grimshaw now.
Yeah, I'll take front. I'll take a lead at this point.
Cool. Grimshaw, roll animal lore.
I rolled a 4.
Does it succeed or no?
I don't have it. I don't think I have anything else in animal lore, so no, I don't think it succeeds.
Alright, cool. Your horse throws you off of it. Backwards. Like, it doesn't throw you forward, it throws you backwards.
Yeah, no, I know. I understand.
Droxel, you saw that happen.
Yep. I have land-based riding, so I control my horse. Now, what am I seeing now that caused his horse to
The bucking.
go?
You don't see anything, you just see the trail. It just stopped and knocked him off. You'd have to roll animal lore to figure out what it's, why it stopped.
Oh,
Spooked.
I really don't have animal lore. I have no clue on that, but I'll roll, see if I get a natural 1 or a natural 20. I rolled a 15, so that doesn't help.
Nope. So what do you guys do?
Well, first of all, is Grimshaw injured?
No, he just got knocked off his horse.
Okay. Well, let's get
The only injured thing is his pride.
Which is very
After
insanely admirable.
Grimshaw gets mounted again, I'll lead and see if I see anything going up the trail.
You see nothing, and as soon as you get to where his horse is, your horse also stops and is like. You can feel, having been trained to the horse, you can feel it getting ready to knock you off until you start backing it up.
I'll back it up. Let's go off the trail then and try and go around.
Grimshaw?
I'm staring intently into whatever it is just threw me off the horse.
You're staring at the open air in front, like over the trail, like.
Get another rock.
All right.
Throw it down the trail.
You guys watch as the rock falls through the ground. And I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying it's.
So the horse then spotted a like something like quicksand or something.
No.
It'll definitely go
No,
around.
no, it didn't
Pitbull
sink.
trap.
No.
Did-
Stop. It didn't sink. The ground doesn't move when it goes through it. It just goes like that. No hole, no nothing. It just goes through the ground.
Okay.
And you can hear an echoing as it strikes more stones.
Okay. We'll go around regardless.
The stone trick is turning out to be very useful.
Having too much fun with this.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Just had so many traps on this trail, now I have to find every knife here in this forest.
Now you guys see a cave where you can actually make camp as it's getting darker.
Okay, we'll go up to the cave and Grimshaw, check it out. I'll walk to make sure that we're not attacked from behind. I'll hold Grimshaw's horse.
First things first, I light my torch up.
Okay.
Row it as far as I can into the cave.
Alright. It looks like a pretty wide cave, a lot of room. There's also a pool in a certain area of it, pool of water.
Any animal in there currently? Any
No.
Or is,
Nothing.
Or did I get enough illumination to light up the entire cave?
You got enough illumination to light up the entire cave.
Okay. Looks clear. But I am disinclined to believe that it is, in fact, clear. Let's say we move in at least a little bit to the front of the cave. We knock the walls, make sure the walls are actually real.
Well, first roll a d20 if you don't believe it's real.
I roll a 5.
You're pretty convinced this is real.
I am skeptical in my own mind at this point. I do not care what the dice says. My character is just skeptical of everything at this point because he's
All right.
Okay, well, I'm going in
But it
and
feels real.
Grimshaw, you haven't found anything negative? Other
Not
than-
yet.
Okay. Then
Now, yeah, he says as he throws more rocks into it, taps the walls.
Yeah, you
Go
just.
and take the saddle off my horse, rub my horse down, get some grass or something out in front of the cave, rub the horse down, feed the horse some oats, whatever, and then make a camp for us. Get some wood and get a fire started using the torch that Grimshaw had lit. We'll eat, and
I see fish in the pond.
Yes, you see some fish.
I am going fishing.
Roll dex check. All right. You do one of those things where you're like hovering over and then snatch real quick and you grab it. Roll a wisdom check.
5.
Roll an intelligence check.
is a blowfish. Natural 20.
All right. No, it's a decent, good fish. However, you will note that this is also the most beautiful fish you have ever seen in your freaking life. Like it's unnatural how beautiful this fish looks.
So if I kill it and eat it, will it cause the moon to implode?
You don't know that? Grimshaw's mind wouldn't go there because he hasn't seen a certain show.
I don't understand how a fish could seem beautiful. It implies that somebody's very close watching us and casting another illusion spell on the fish.
I think it's just that it's a fish that looks better than normal. Like it has this weird shine to it. Like you know how like certain stripes just
pristine shine, but on top of that, its shape is a little bit more graceful than most fish are.
I have no clue.
Do you want to roll for it, Troxel?
You got a fire. You got a fire going.
Roll a wisdom check for me.
15 wisdom.
Okay. So touching the touching the fish and kind of like putting your hand in the water, you feel like you have your hand in the water for like a hot second before you feel a little bit of a tingle.
There's something magical, I think, going on about this pool. I don't know what it is. Maybe you should toss the fish back and we should have arm rations.
What? I just caught a fish. It looks delicious. You don't want to partake in fish. That's fine by me. I'm going to partake in fish.
Okay. Well, there's the fires there. You can do it. I'm going to have my iron rations.
Does anyone want to investigate the pond a little bit more, or no?
I can detect magic. I'll detect magic. That's my memorized spell.
You do detect magic from the what do you call it? From the pool.
Not the fish, though.
Not the fish. The fish are not magical. The pool is. And you're detecting alteration on the pool.
Oh. I'll tell the dwarf that. That's probably like talking to the wall. Regard to it's alteration magic.
What is alteration magic? What does it do?
Right, yeah. Like the pool is magical. Maybe cause the fish to be special in some way. But there's nothing more. There's nothing more I can do. With my remaining time on my detect magic, I'll sweep 360 around the cave.
Nothing else is magical in the cave, just the pond.
And there's nothing specific to the pond. Is the pond deep? You think there's nothing?
It's deep enough for you to like bathe in.
Well, I'll take off my robe and I'll go in, not necessarily to bathe, but to check the bottom, see if there's magic on the bottom or something like that.
All right. You look around the bottom, trying to see if there's anything physical, any objects. You don't really see anything. No markings, no nothing.
Okay. Do I get an extra point of charisma to, like the fish got, and I look beautiful or whatever?
You don't notice anything. But Troxel, as you walk out, Grimshaw, you turn around, you notice Troxel looks a little bit more pleasant to the eyes than he was a second ago, just slightly. And Troxel,
really?
your mannerism will be a little bit improved as well. You gain 1 point of charisma.
Oh, good.
Grimshaw doesn't need
But
points of
this is-
charisma.
But this is alternate, so I don't get it for my regular character.
Correct. Just your one-shot character has it permanently. Your
Got it.
main character, yeah, exactly. This is fun.
A permanent increase to his charisma. That's fantastic. Still gonna eat the fish. You can't stop me.
No, he's not stopping you, but I'm curious as to how Grimshaw reacts to seeing Troxel like that.
Children be children.
Children be children.
And then what to say? He looks slightly better than he did 5 minutes ago. He still
I
looks
only
like
had
a
a 9
child.
charisma, so it's really difficult to say. That's exactly correct. Okay. So I'll get dried off and put on my robes again, and I'm still going to have my iron rations for dinner.
All right.
I don't know whether we should drink the water or not. It appears to be magical. I don't know whether it has any healing properties on it or not.
Yeah, well, it could be. What's the harm at this point? Gripshaw's gonna. I mean, it's clearly a freshwater fish, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, Gripshaw's gonna refill his water skins in the thing and everything. So it didn't kill you when you went under it. It's not gonna kill me if I drink it. So now Gripshaw has a magical charisma boosting water skin.
Well, you don't know whether the water's going to last outside of the pool.
This is a good point, but it's still funny to think that there's a potential for Gripshaw to just be talking to someone, drink it, and just become slightly more articulate.
Well, try bathing. Try bathing in it like I did.
I mean, it would probably work, but I'm just gonna stick to fish.
Okay. So, do we? What do we want to do in terms of?
How fish tastes.
What do we want to do in terms of guard for the night, if any?
I'll stand guard for the first half. You stand wake up crew for the second half.
Okay, that works.
All right.
Eat. I'll go to sleep.
So Troxel falls asleep. Grimshaw, I want you to roll me an intelligence check. Actually, no. Wisdom check. Wisdom check, my bad.
Still out. That is a 3.
So you're going over to wake Troxel up when you feel something press against your back.
Sharp?
Sharp.
No. In this entire time you've been following us, you could have done this 1,000 times. You choose the worst place to do this. You really trying to hold us up here in a cave?
Question.
Answer.
Does your character speak Orc?
No.
That is where we're going to have our intermission.
Okay, so we're intermitting for 15 minutes or 10 minutes or something?
For 15 minutes, yeah. So we should be back around 7:10? 7:10.
Okay. See you then.
See you then, guys.
In the shadows I hear demons crawl. No fear of death, just fear of something wild. Power comes from the west, turning all the dead that rest. So holding on to the burdens of their God. Walking the deepest of footprints, zip into the fog, breaking the silence, preventing song. On the trail of the ancients, demons away at the end of all evil. Battleground shakes to the sound of the metal. The splinters of bone in a war with the storm and the soldiers of stone. As the vessel of guardians, I follow along with the words of the wise and the way of the strong. I'll follow, step into the fire. I'll follow, abandoning song. I'll follow, we're carried alive. I'll follow, the way of the strong. What goal in mind? Also too fast, taken by a madman, trapped within the deepest of this cursed land. They'll scatter when I rise again. The spirit keeps the focus, even when the battle's out to hope there. In the deepest of footprints, zip into the fog, breaking the silence, abandoning song. On the trail of the ancients, demons away at the end of all evil. Battleground shakes to the sound of the metal. The splinters of bone in a war with the storm and the soldiers of stone. As the vessel of guardians, I follow along with the words of the wise and the way of the strong. I'll follow, step into the fire. I'll follow, abandoning song. I'll follow, we're carried alive. I'll follow, the way of the strong. I'll follow, step into the fire. I'll follow, abandoning song. I'll follow, we're carried alive. I'll follow, the way of the strong. Old friend, we seem surrounded as decay is closing in, and the kiss of deadly silence has been placed upon my skin. For the code we're bound to follow, you have led my last crusade. Now we're swallowed by the city as it fades. I will shield you from the darkness when the walls around us quake. I will hold back all the monsters until my bones begin to break. And when I've lost, I'll have to leave you, and the tears that fall like rain. If I'm taken by the shadows, I will spare you from the pain. From the pain. for sunlight. Hide away now from the dark. To be the anchor deep is calling, tearing me apart. Somehow the whispers do command me when the abyss has taken hold. Now carry on in glory when I grow cold. I will shield you from the darkness when the walls around us gray. I will hold back all the monsters until my bones begin to break. And when I've lost, I'll have to leave you, and the tears will fall like rain. If I'm taken by the shadows, I will spare you from the pain. Foolishly I let the darkness creeping. In this restless room my soul is bleeding. I confess to you the dark has taken me prisoner. I am corrupt beyond any rescue. I've forsaken my vow to protect you. Oh, when these horrors face the father of the sinister. If the fight's over, I will sacrifice my mind, just to know you'll still be breathing when the years have been unkind. So continue on without me, guide my body and my fame. Keep a watch over the wasteland when the world forgets my name. I will shield you from the darkness when the walls around us gray. I will hold back all the monsters until my bones begin to break. And when I've lost, I'll have to leave you, and the tears will fall like rain. If I'm taken by the shadows, I will spare you from the pain. For eternal affairs seem to raise our spirits in great despair. Through the ashes of oblivion, quick and unseen like the dragons of spring. For we owe no debts and bow to no king. Every war has its costing we've paid, won by the bond of the body we've made. Warm with the call that the battle starts now. As the demons listen, we strike them down, fighting back the rifts of blood. Sent from the sky lies an angel in need, give them news to strengthen and words to heed. Heaven's down and set alight, we're knocking on the gates of hell tonight. Swords and dragons' bones tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne, so we sing our triumphant song. Play out a spell in your sequence of chords to inspire and sharpen our rusted swords, echoing the whisper of the trees. Creep along the path where 1,000 bards fail, from the thick Western jungle trails. Come from afar to set prisoners free, to dark tangled depths from the open sea. Swords and dragons' bones scattered on the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the road our heels down, shattered tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne, so we sing our triumphant song. Chances don't come cheap, so keep alert and on your feet. An ancient spirit song will heal our wounds, unabashed by our defeat. Spot the bloodstains on these cobble streets, a message to the gods to see us through. Ever heard, yet rarely sung, so raise your voice and praise the sun. Call a new rebirth to keep us strong. Countless souls along the path, lost to fiends and loads of wrath, will return to play our final song. Dragons' bones scattered on the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the road our heels down, shattered tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne, so we sing our triumphant song.
Alright. Hello guys, welcome back. There we go. Hope you all enjoyed your intermission. Now let's get started. Okay, so we left off with Grimshaw getting poked in the back, and he's hearing hearing orcs spoken behind him. Thought I hit the mic button. That was my bad.
Also back.
Welcome back. All right. So we were last left off with Grimshaw getting poked in the back and hearing Orc behind him. Just as he was about to wake up Troxel.
Okay. How good that horse timing is. I'm gonna try and roll around and deck him. Just you don't want. He's got the blade pointed onto my back, correct?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and shift my weight so that it kind of like pushes the blade away from my body, and just circle around and just deck him in the face.
Roll a dex check with a +2.
That's a 20. Modified.
Roll around, smack him so hard he falls on the ground. He's out. He's down. He's out for the count. He's not dead, but he's knocked out.
How many more are there?
It's hard to tell in the darkness, and you see a light rain going on right now. But there's quite a few of them. They immediately drop their spears and point them all at you. Roll an intelligence check.
I am not intelligent today. I rolled a 4.
My camera's out of focus. Slow back up. Okay, I think that worked. What'd you roll?
A 4.
Okay, yeah, you're just seeing a bunch of spears being pointed at your face now.
Good, I have time to count.
Do you do anything or say anything to wake up Troxel?
I'm surprised I didn't wake up from the loud thud that hit the ground. Yes, I yelled to get Troxel up.
Troxel, roll a con check. Actually, Grimshaw, roll a charisma check, aiming for intimidation, and Troxel, roll a con check.
13.
You're not gonna like this.
What'd you get?
Natural 20.
Hey, look, nat 20, I'll say that still works. So, Troxel, you wake up from, you stirred a little bit from the thud, and you wake up from Grimshaw screaming, which, when you do that, all the spears are now on your armor, on your neck, everything. They've zoomed in a little bit. So, Troxel, you wake up, you turn to the side, and you see a whole bunch of orcs with their spears pointed at Grimshaw. And one of the orcs on the ground.
Really? Oh. Okay. How many orcs? Lots?
Roll an intelligence check.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 6.
I rolled a 16 intelligence.
Okay, so you notice two things. Number one, you see that from what you can tell, there appear to be an immediate 20, 25 orcs you're looking at. On top of that, these orcs look like they are exhausted. Their armor is damaged. Some of them, they're holding their weapons as if they can use them, but it's clear that they're broken. They all look weary, in pain, that kind of stuff.
Huh. I have absolutely no clue why that would be the case. Do I think I should attack them, or should I roll? Let me roll an intelligence check with regard to an illusion.
So are you saying you disbelieve it?
Yes.
Then that'll be a saving throw, not an intelligence check.
Okay. I rolled a natural 3.
No, these seem pretty real.
Okay. In that case, I'll splash them with a psionic blast. I'm going to have to get Grimshaw, too, if they're all around him.
Okay, 1 second. Jeez.
People sticks to kids.
The roll saving throws for them. I'm gonna say you get about 10 of them in one blast. So 6 of them got nat ones, and
Oh no!
only 3 of them managed to avoid being affected by the Psionic Blast. Let's see here. So 1 falls asleep. 2 fall asleep. 3 fall asleep. 4 fall asleep. 1 of them dies.
Oh no! How could you?
And then 5, and then so 5 asleep, 1 dead.
I can't believe I decked the first one so hard.
No, he's not. That the one you knocked out. He's not dead.
I know
He's
he's
not
not dead, but he's done.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah.
The rest
Well,
of you
don't forget, they were exhausted already, and then you decked him in the head with your obscene strength, with a bit of momentum added onto it. Yeah, he's out.
And with a gauntlet, no less.
So the orcs watch as 6, 7 of their members just fall down. And they notice that you're awake now, Troxel, and they immediately back up a little bit, but they're in a defensive wall, just holding their spears out.
You don't speak Orc, do you, Grimshaw?
No, but they speak the language of my god, and my god tells them to be gone. I pull out my hammer and ready to fight at this point. They are an affront.
Oh shoot, music. I forgot about music. Oops.
They are an affront.
I'll give it a try in common. Why are you here?
What do you speak?
Just common.
Speaking common?
Yep. Oh, actually, let me see what I have some extra languages.
Do you have the Doom music?
What?
Do you have the Doom music?
No, I do not.
Because I was going to say, because we were going to need it soon.
Languages.
Yeah, it's possible they speak other languages besides Orc. That's what their go-to. So.
On my languages.
I speak Beagle.
I do not seem to have languages. I have a 17th intelligence, so I have.
That should be on the first page, bottom left, just above psionics, just below hit points.
Oh. And so how many languages do I have at 17? I just have common alignment.
You can learn an additional 6 languages. When we made your character, you said you wanted to wait until you added more languages on. So right now you have neutral, good, Alverdanian, and common.
Okay, I'll take. I get 6 additional or 6 total.
6 additional, in addition to what you already have.
Okay.
You speak neutral good.
It's an alignment language, so if everyone can speak their alignment language, which anyone can identify what an alignment language is, but only those of the same alignment can understand what is being said.
The only thing that I would have that they might understand would be giant.
Do you want to try speaking giant then?
Yes, I do. Why
Alright.
are you here? In giant.
They kind of like pause, look at each other confused. One starts speaking another language, which you perceive to be Goblin.
I don't speak goblin.
These nuts.
They try Hobgoblin.
Nope.
Another one tries Ogre.
They know ogre, but they don't know giant?
Correct.
Isn't that just like a dialect at this point?
You guys see more orcs coming up from behind them.
Okay, I'll waste one of my languages and I'll do orc. So I'll speak.
Well, don't forget this is your what do you call it? The
alternate character.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. If an alternate character dies, the
main character does not die.
Does not die. Okay.
Also, in one shot, the idea is if a character dies, they're dead for the rest of that session. But after the session, they still exist for other one shots.
Okay.
So like I was saying, you see another group. You see some more half orcs joining them in the back. There's some talk among them, and then one of them moves to the front, and then speaks in broken common.
Oh, thank God. At least one of these pigs can speak.
Who you? Who you?
We're
Who's
just
he-
passing
first-
through.
Who's he
Passing
pointing at
through, we're
specifically?
going to
He's pointing at both of you.
Over there, we're just adventurers. Powerful adventurers.
Roll a charisma check to lie to his face. D100.
I'm sorry. Why do I need to? As I
You're-
point,
you're
to
saying-
the,
you're
as
saying
I point, as
powerful,
I
okay.
point, as
Yeah,
I point,
you're okay.
as I
Throxel.
point to the 6 orcs that are lying down. Where is my other?
You're trying to lie to a small platoon of... Oh, keep going.
Uh-oh. Tom, what happened? Also, I need to double check this ability. I don't remember it being a cone attack.
I thought it was a bubble.
Sonic Blast?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, the only one that is a cone-like attack... Whoops, wasn't...
He's back!
Yep. If I remember correctly, the only Sonic ability that's actually a cone attack is Psychic Crush. I always thought that everything else, including Sonic Blast, was a single target ability.
No, not true. It's a cone. That's why they have distance on it.
That distance was just how far you can see something.
No.
Well, I thought it was how far you can reach the target before they're out of distance, because depending on whether they're closer or farther, you can increase saving throws and that kind of stuff. Okay, so Sonic Blast is a cone attack. It is a so it's 5 feet at the base, 60 feet length, and then 20-foot cone. Mind Thrust and Ego Whip and Psychic Crush are one creature, and then Insinuation is 20 foot by 20 foot square area within range.
I was gonna say, Psychic Crush seems like it would be way overpowered if it was a cone.
Yeah, but it doesn't hit non-psionic people.
I thought it would automatically kill the non-psionic people.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I was gonna say, that's really overpowered.
Well, there's a reason that mind flayers are so terrifying.
Well, the reason is they're powerful. My understanding of psionic blast is that you can only do it if you have 100 points of psionic attack strength in terms of affecting anybody.
Yeah, you can't use it on the
I only get one blast, and it's not that I get 5 blasts. If I got 5 blasts, it would be pretty good.
Well, according to what I'm reading, it's only if you're using it against a non-psionic that you have to have 100 strength.
Right.
Okay, learning things. To be fair, my other group does not really use psionic warfare that much, and also the manual is so huge I miss stuff every now and then. So.
Well, I will tell you, I would prefer to use a fireball on them,
You don't have that yet.
but just a newbie. So.
Anyways, charisma check, D100.
He did the 63.
He did 63.
Yeah.
You beat him by 3 points.
Phenomenal.
So they're a little hesitant to believe you, but they're also hesitant to disbelieve you.
As they saw me knock out the person who had a knife to my back, and then suddenly 6 of them just fall asleep. Yeah.
So you see the orc just kind of like sitting there weighing his options.
Why are you here? I'll ask him. What do you want with us?
No, want you. You unwelcome surprise.
What do you want?
Rest.
This is our hole. Find another.
We can rest. We can share it. It's late at night. We'll be gone in the morning.
How this forest has been, I don't really want to rest with a group of people we don't know.
But I'm very powerful. I can pick them all out.
You legitimately see no argument or disagreement from the half orc as they immediately start to move off to the other side of the cave.
Okay.
You see them bringing in wounded, like their orcs are just kind of like shambling and on crutches or makeshift crutches as they make their way over there and start trying to tend their wounds and rest up.
Okay. I'll do the watch and Grimly can go to sleep.
I'm still looking at all their weapons, making sure most of them are broken.
There are a few. There's only a handful that are broken. It's the most damaged thing is their armor thus far. That's been damaged, has holes, or there's a piece or two missing. Some stuff that's been chipped.
What's it look like? If they were in battle or something, or just old and lack of maintenance?
You're seeing wounds on them, so.
I'll ask the orc, who are you in combat with?
It's a freaking war band that we just decided to do. Yeah, let's have a nice little nap next to him.
Roll charisma check to coax that out of him. There. Just make a quick roll.
Charisma check 100, double zeros.
See, that's the exact opposite of them. They got a 1.
They tell you everything.
They do. They tell you that they've ran into multiple traps. They've run into various wild animals of large size, like large bears. They saw a dire wolf. They ended up in combat with. Oh man. They got in combat with a minotaur. They got in combat with some gnolls. They got in combat with a wyvern.
Yuck.
Some of them fell down through the what do you call it, the ground into what looked like to be a cliff. Some got caught in quicksand. Some fell into a pit trap with spikes. and so forth and so forth and so forth.
See, Grimshaw, we did pretty well getting through here. Okay, well,
You told him to go to sleep. He went to sleep.
that's fine. Okay. That's good. I'll just sit by my campfire and tend it and watch the orcs.
All right.
In the morning, we'll leave.
Breakfast.
We'll leave immediately.
All right. Well, morning comes.
Get our horses and get out of here.
And the funny thing is, like, as you guys are getting up and getting ready to leave, you're seeing the orcs finally starting to go to sleep.
Oh, okay. So basically, they sleep during the day and are out at night.
I don't think that's the case. I think they've just been tending the wounds that long.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're out of here.
All right. Let me roll something real quick. Oh, that's not good.
That's a Wendigo again.
Oh no, it's worse.
There's not much worse than a Wendigo.
You're not 5 minutes out from the cave when you guys start hearing a very loud whistling / howling sound as the wind starts to kick up.
And as the wind, is the howling from the wind itself, or is it just?
It sounds like it's coming from the wind.
And we can see the trees moving and stuff like that. Okay. Well, let's gallop the horses and get out of here.
Hey, look! Just up ahead, off to the side a little bit, you're starting to see a tornado form.
We'll try and avoid.
What is the weather pattern?
The tornadoes, a whirlwind is forming, and but it's in the process of forming as opposed to moving right now.
It's in the process of forming, and it's forming fast.
Okay.
I get how tornadoes are made. The problem is I'm trying to understand how the ecosystem of this forest is suddenly like, yes, thunderstorm, no thunderstorm, thunderstorm, no thunderstorm,
Fog.
no thunderstorm, fog, thunderstorm and fog, tornado.
And also we've not seen a druid or anything like that.
We've not seen anything but those two wumpos at the very beginning.
Right. Okay.
That I think are still following us. We're on a treadmill. We're on a treadmill, and they're just having their fun with us, aren't we?
We still have to avoid the tornado. Either we can go back, or the whirlwind. Either we can go back to where the orcs are and go into the cave. That's an alternative, or we can try and outrun it with the horses. Your choice, Grimly.
I'm going to roll to disbelieve that this forest exists.
Roll.
I rolled a 17.
You are convinced this force is not real, but it's still there. The force, no matter how much you disbelieve it, the force is still here.
Damn it.
So how do you evade the tornado?
We're 5 minutes away from the cave, so running to the cave would probably be a bad idea. What direction is the tornado heading?
Your general direction.
So that's back towards the cave.
So no, where is it coming from? Directly ahead of us?
Ahead of you, off to the side just a little bit.
Well, let's try and get around it. We're toast if it follows us, but
we're still on the path, right?
Yeah.
We're still on the path.
We'll try and get around it. with the horses. It shouldn't be able to go that fast.
No, do you know tornadoes at all? Tornadoes are fast.
They're
Tornadoes
not-
can go up to 130 miles per hour
Okay. but-
across land.
If that's true, then we don't have time to get back in terms of the 5 minutes to the game.
Yeah.
We'll try and get around it and get behind it.
The best course is just pick a direction off the
And if
path
it looks like it's
perpendicular.
coming directly at
Okay, you guys are both talking at the same time.
We'll take a 90-degree off to it.
Yeah, we gotta take a perpendicular offset to it.
All right.
So, as it's coming towards us, we just kind of like veer off, let it pass, and then veer back on.
Okay. Roll me direction sense while you do that.
Can I roll my tracking instead?
Nope.
Try and
There's
track
no-
myself
there's no
back.
Natural 20.
But I want to track my steps back to the.
Okay, go ahead.
Of course, I roll just outside of it. I roll a 7.
You guys have lost the trail.
I needed a 6.
Okay. But it is the morning. It is the sun is up.
Yep.
We know the general direction of the village, so we'll proceed in that direction.
Do you?
Yeah, well,
The trail isn't a straight trail. It's been winding around.
okay. But from the map, don't we know where the village was from where we started out? We had a general direction of northeast.
Roll an intelligence check. Intelligence check and a direction sense.
Okay. The intelligence check was what I wanted for my direction sense, but my direction sense was a 5. My intelligence check was a 4. My direction sense is a 5 without
Okay.
modification. And I have a 1 to 6 on direction sense.
So you have your gut feeling telling you this is probably where the direction is, but then you're reading the sun and you're like, no, according to this, it should be that direction.
Oh. So you're saying whether I should go with my gut sense or with the sun?
I'm telling you what your gut's saying, and I'm telling you what your mind is saying.
I'm going to go with my gut and follow my gut because I know I got a good roll. If you were rolling for me, I'd go with my intelligence.
I always tell people to do what your character would do.
Yeah. Well, then I would go with the sun going wrong. Sometime in the next hour or two, I'll roll direction sense again.
Look, the sun can never be wrong, right? It's not like someone could put us into a simulacrum area and just kind of messing with us this entire time.
Well, we've been moving. We've been moving as a function of the sun since yesterday afternoon. So we have some direction, some reasonable sense of where we might be.
But we could just be trapped inside someone else's imaginary area, basically walking on a treadmill, and every time we get close to breaking out, they put a big problem in front of us. Like,
Yes, the point is, though, is that the horses wouldn't recognize that.
The horse wouldn't recognize an illusion. You're right.
So, and we've been traveling. The horses know we've been traveling.
Let me roll something real quick.
We are in a Mobius box. That's just it. We are in a Mobius box, and as long as we just keep veering off slightly every single time, we're never getting out.
Well, you didn't find the trail, but you did find what looks like a modified, like a tree that looks like it was modified / carved to be a little hut.
Oh, I'm going in
Okay.
hard.
So you watch Grimshaw hop off his horse and dash for the tree.
The hut. Okay.
The tree hut.
I'll
IRS,
stay on my
open,
horse, and I'll go up and get Grimshaw's horse.
Okay.
IRS, open up.
It opens up. You go in.
I mean, that door's swinging now. Like 1 inch, maybe.
It's a very small, very modest place. You're seeing like various different like fruits and vegetables and herbs, and there's like a few chunks of meat that have been diced. There's a lot of wildflower and plants growing all over the place. You see like a makeshift bed off to the side. While you were doing that, Troxel, you're hearing as you're getting your horses, they're starting to like freak out a little bit, and then you hear a sort of bear growl behind you.
Oh, then I'll move the horses away from the bear growl.
Well, that's the thing. It sounds like the bear is like 5 feet from you.
Ah,
How did a bear sneak up on him?
okay. I'll turn and look at the bear.
Bear is standing up on his hindquarters, but it doesn't look aggressive.
Oh, does not look aggressive. Okay. Then I will talk to the bear in common. I assume you're a druid in disguise. I don't want to harm you, so I suggest you come back into human form from your shape-shifting, and let's talk about what's been happening. We're just trying to get through the forest to go to the village on the other side of the forest.
The bear's kind of like gives a little like nod and just kind of like goes back on all 4 of its quarters and starts nudging you off the horse, just kind of like pawing you off the horse.
I'll get off the horse.
All right. At that point, it starts going into the hut. Grimshaw, your house got real dark real fast.
Yeah, Grimshaw, your bear on the way in.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say, like Grimshaw, you're looking around.
Bear on the way in.
You're looking around.
Give me a second. Things are about to get toasty in here.
So Grimshaw, you're kind of looking around. You look back to the door, and there's a bear making its way in. Grizzly bear, it looks like.
Well, I see we're at the meme of the day.
You watch it come in, and then you watch it as it reshapes its body to be something between a human and a bear, as it starts messing around with some of the stuff, looking for
And
like.
bear pig. God, no! It's real!
He watches this area out, kind of like reaches past somewhere, pulls out some raw meat, and starts chewing on it.
What are you? Half man, half bear pig?
The head swings, like snaps over to look at you.
Okay, I'm coming in. This is a werebear druid, I'll tell Grimshaw.
Well, I was gonna say, like before you say anything, you see it like smack the top of his head with its paw.
Just smack, like no damage?
No damage. It's just like kind of like when a cat just kind of like does that. Yeah.
Bam.
Or with a bear head, or with a bear claw. Once it's done eating, you see it reshape into a human form.
That's for bear.
Or more accurately, a wood elf form.
Oh, one of your favorites.
Just knew he was messing with me. How long have you been following us?
Well, I'll talk to it in common first, or in Elven, and
So who's speaking first? Because both of you started saying something.
I will, because I don't trust Grimshaw to be kind to elves. I'll say,
First off, you shouldn't trust Grimshaw to be kind with anyone, except for maybe the people who are paying him.
I'll say good morning in Elven to him, and
Grimshaw's taken aback a little bit.
ask if he's been involved in any of the things that have been happening to us in the prior days.
He does not respond by saying good morning, but instead just kind of answers you saying, no, whatever's been happening to you, I've had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
He immediately goes for a pipe and starts smoking.
Can you tell us a little bit about this forest and the direction to the town that we're trying to get to?
Oh, you're not going to find the right direction, my friend. You're just going to have
Why
to...
is that?
Oh, because the direction's not going to be the same anymore. You walked into the forest, you're not getting out unless you're lucky.
And why is that?
Because it's been enchanted by a powerful magic. Everything that you've encountered is part of it.
Oh. So what about just following the sun? That doesn't help?
Oh, you didn't notice yet? Interesting. Takes another puff of his pipe, blows it out, and goes, if you pay attention with a keen eye every day, you'll notice that the position of the sun, not always the same.
Oh, boo. Can you point us the direction out of here?
What did I just say?
He literally just said he can't help us.
Oh, can't
He
help.
literally just
Okay,
said he
can't
can't
help
help
us or
us.
won't help us. I missed
Can't.
the distinction.
He is
Okay.
telling you that the directions, like direction, angles, positions, none of that matters in the forest.
Okay.
None of that matters.
Alright, you know what? We're gonna solve this the same way Grimshaw always does. Just keep heading straight. If there's danger, just ride right through it.
Yeah, the druid's gonna tell you you're gonna get lost even more that way.
So it's not Mobius. There's no walls to perform
Any-
the labyrinth trick.
Are there any recommendations that you might have in terms of for us weary travelers to rid ourselves of this forest, one way or the other?
My best advice is to be lucky. That's the best one. There are.
Well, then you're condemning the both of us.
He tells you that there might be a way for you to get through here. First, he says, first things first. Throw order out of the window. You have to let go of any rhyme or reason. Make random decisions, go in random directions, things like that. Because the more predictable you are, the more you'll become entangled in this illusionary forest.
Okay. So it's basically like rolling a die and then going in the direction that the die says.
Kind of, yeah.
This forest doesn't actually exist.
He says, be careful of that, because if you choose to start disbelieving everything, then you won't be prepared when you encounter something that actually is real.
Yeah, that is a problem.
I suppose the best chance you have of getting out of here is if you manage to get to the center of the forest.
Why is that?
Because the one who set the enchantment is there.
Well, that's probably a very high level wizard, or druid, or something, or
Probably.
kind of-
Probably a druid to protect the center of the forest.
No, they're no
Why-
druid.
Why it's not a druid?
Not a druid, no. By far not a druid.
Cleric of some kind?
Possibly, I never met them. But I know they're at the center.
Huh.
I found a cave not too long ago, and I ate one of the fish from it. Is everything gonna be okay? I'm not sure if everything's gonna be okay now.
Anything interesting? Anything out of place with the pond that they were in?
Yeah, he looked slightly better when he came out of it.
Oh, then you encountered one of the good magic pools.
The fish was tasty, at least.
So there are what other ones would there be?
He tells you, like, for starters, there's always a chance we encounter one of the pools that you encountered, that they act as detriments instead of boons. There's some that turn gold into platinum or into lead, depending on which pool it is. There's pools that there's super rare pools that will grant wishes if you're in the right alignment with it. There's special pools that will transport you into a random location in the forest, or possibly outside of the forest. So you could always take a risk there. There's a pool that can restore or drain youth. There's a pool that can cause it can cause curses or poisons or diseases to be stripped from you, or to suddenly gain one. There's a pool which can polymorph people who go into it, any manner of them. Tells you if you're lucky to find one that can transport you, that at least is a chance to get out, but no.
But then we're at square one again. If it doesn't. Well, thank you for the information, but we have stuck here for, in my opinion, a little bit too long.
Yeah, we'll leave you to your whatever you do.
Well, you know what? Time to make bad decisions.
We'll go out and
Make bad decisions.
we'll just pick a random direction, and we'll roll it. Put a 20-sided circle with 20 numbers on it. Actually, a circle with 12 numbers on it, and I will roll, and we'll go 6 in that direction.
So we're going backwards. All right, let's go.
Don't know what direction we're going.
All right. Oh, nice. Let's see here.
You find another pool.
Actually, you're not wrong. So you reach an area where there's like a pretty large pool with some, like, the trees are thin around there, so there's a little bit more space. Yeah, there's a pool there.
Detect magic.
It is magical.
Alteration again, or what kind of magic?
Let me check. It is alteration.
Okay, I'll take out a gold piece, put it in my hand, and stick my left hand in the water.
You feel tingle, but nothing happens.
Okay.
Remember, something only affected you when you went all the way in.
Oh, that's true.
Are there fish in it?
There is no fish in it this time.
Okie doke.
Be careful, Grimshaw.
I see this.
No fish in it. It may be something that is.
It could be a transport one.
It could be harmful to life, though, too. We only had a cleric to do an augury. Well, are you feeling lucky?
Yeah, sure. I'll take it this time. Grimshaw's going.
All right.
Here we go.
Roll me a saving throw.
Roll a 9. Let it known that Grimshaw is cursed this day.
Grimshaw takes a dive into the pool. Troxel, you watch as a cat comes out.
Meow. Where is he?
Okay. I'll pick up the cat and throw the cat back in the.
Well, really quick. First things first, Grimshaw, you are still aware of who you are, It's just that you're in the body of a cat now. And your cat friend and your cat companion is still there.
Okay. I'll throw Grimshaw the cat back in.
Alright, Grimshaw. He throws you back in.
The roll forward. Let's go. Let's get worse.
He comes back as a deer.
I'll push the deer back.
Roll a strength check for that.
Oh yeah.
Grimshaw, are you gonna fight him or are you gonna go into the pool?
Oh no, I'm going right back in the pool, but before he pushes me, I go, hey!
What?
That's a 10.
He comes back as a rat.
Definitely throw him back before his cat eats him.
There we go, I got a 17.
So Grimshaw, I'm gonna let you right know you need a 19 or higher for that saving throw.
Fantastic, let's go.
Well,
Let's
maybe
keep going.
he may come back as an elf, so we can keep.
Oh no,
Well-
he comes back as an elf, he's killing himself. He's just immediate unalive.
Well, this time you came back as a black bear.
Wait, I could just play as Sir Barrington for the rest of the game?
You would not be able to do anything but what a bear can do, but yeah.
Bears don't swing hammers. Go back in.
I'm loving this
Keep
so
going.
much.
Alright, that's 4.
This time he came back as a dog.
Back in, Grimshaw.
This is so much fun.
Going.
Badger. You're a badger now.
Oh no, it's not a badger.
Well, for a honey badger, that might be good.
That's a 9. Comes back as an owlbear.
And he's back to normal self again.
Okay.
What a long, strange trip this has been.
No, hold on. I want you to roll me an intelligence check or wisdom check.
Rolled a 9 on either.
Troxel, you have to reach over and stop him because he's so disorientated he almost stepped into the pool again.
Okay, I will do that.
What a long, fucking strange trip this has been.
Change yourself, but you're back to your normal self, shape, so not good to go back in the pool. If there was a magic camera on the bottom of the pool, I'm surprised you didn't bring it up.
Very
No
long,
other
strange.
magic around besides the pool?
Nope.
Alright, we're going in a different direction. My turn to go. Where's D12? There's D12. Let's go. We're going 2.
Alright. So, as you guys are walking, you encounter what looks to be a field of flowers.
I don't have any reason to doubt that they might be filled with flowers here.
On a torch.
Oh, torch? Hold on a second. Roll a dex check.
Next roll check. 11.
The tips of your beard and your eyebrows get singed as the air in front of you suddenly combusts and explodes all across the entirety of the flower field.
Glad
Oh,
I
I
did
saw
that.
his torch for
That is a sulfur field.
As soon as he lit his torch, sparked.
Okay, got it.
And keep in mind,
Now,
you're still.
gone.
Nope, they are pristine as they ever were.
Which means that's an illusion.
Which means we're going to go around the flower field.
Well, first of all, Grimshaw, roll to disbelieve.
At this point, the flowers are fine after just getting hit by an inferno.
Roll to disbelieve.
Natural 20.
There we go. So you are now seeing it for what it is. It is basically a rocky landscape with what looks to be like holes which are emitting some sort of gas. Well, they were emitting gas before it combusted into flames. distance.
Do we want to
Are they
go
still-
around it, or do we want to continue going? Do we want to make another 12-sided die roll, or do we just go around it and continue in the direction?
I mean, are they still emitting gas?
You assume that if they have more gas to emit, it's going to take a long time before it can actually come back to the surface and fill the area up again.
So we can pass through pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, let's just pass through. Let's
We'll
make
pass through, going in the same direction.
Yeah.
Alright, this time, as you cross a little bit more forest, you encounter what looks to be a clearing. It looks to be it's basically a clearing in the forest. That's pretty much what it is. It's a pretty big clearing though.
I'll do a disbelieve. 16.
Nope, that sucker's real.
Okay. Continue going into the clearing.
Once you guys roll a wisdom check.
I was gonna say I'm gonna scan the area before I walk into it.
Intelligence check then.
Intelligence check? Or
No. Grimshaw said he's going to scan the area and look around. That's an intelligence check. I'm asking you to make a wisdom check.
That's another natural 20.
16.
on my wisdom.
Okay, so having gone through this forest, Troxel, you're just kind of like, there's got to be something about to happen here. I don't know what though. Grimshaw, you stop as you're like about 1/4 of the way into the clearing. You stop when you spot something looking at you in the trees.
Do I see what's looking at me on a natural 20?
Yes, you do. You are staring at the face of a wyvern.
Yeah, no, really. Real or not, we ain't leaving.
Oh, I'll roll a d12 in terms of the direction of the 2. Another 2.
Alright. How do you guys leave?
We'll go around.
No, like, are you moving slowly? Are you bolting? Like, what are you doing?
Don't know, we are not bolting. That thing has vision based on movement. We are
Walking the horses. Grimshaw keeping an eye on the wyvern.
Both of you roll animal handling.
If I have to lose the horse, I'll lose the horse. I do not care.
That's not what I'm talking about.
It's gonna fuck us, I just know it.
Oh,
I rolled a 2.
That succeeds. So with Grimshaw helping you out, you guys are able to move out slowly in a manner which does not cause the wyvern to chase after you.
okay. You understand, Grimshaw, we're going to get 10,000 experience points for this. We've had so many difficult encounters that we'll manage to avoid.
Yeah, we're gonna be like level 7 by the time we're done this.
So we will get out.
No pain the entire time. Although that being said, illusions are only 1/4 of the experience of what the actual thing is. So if that was an illusionary wyvern, which it probably was, we're only getting 1/4 of the experience. Alright. So we picked the direction and left.
Yes, you have left. Congrats on evading the encounter.
Listen, a wyvern would have just done us dirty.
Really would have.
Just that when that thing sees you, it's basically done. You cannot escape unless like you get really lucky.
It might not have a high intelligence. A psionic blast might harm it.
Fast. I thought you used your psionic blast today.
I used it earlier on. I get when I'm riding now. I'm getting back 3 points per hour.
Grimshaw,
Yes.
you spot in the distance a ghostly pale light shaped similar to Troxel.
Troxel, did you die recently?
No, I haven't.
Did your soul forcibly exhume from your body?
Nope.
I'm showing concern. Mostly because I know there's a monster that does this. I just don't remember what one it was. I know these monsters are always like super dangerous. I don't know if I want to try and disbelieve this thing, knowing my dice rolls. But I feel like he'd try and disbelieve it. Grimshaw would try and at this point he's told that he should try.
Roll saving throw.
13.
Nope.
That thing's real, huh? Well, I'm out.
Let's just choose another direction.
Yeah.
All right. This time you encounter a thick swamp.
I am not losing. Listen, the horse. If we have to lose the horse, our pack style, we have to lose the horse, our pack style. We will never-ending story this bitch.
Troxel, your thoughts?
Let's go around the swamp, please.
I'm gonna go around the swamp.
All right.
Or you can roll. It's your turn to roll. You can roll a die and go off on a random.
I mean, we gotta go around the swamp anyway, and then we can decide whether we want to go in a different direction. So I'm just gonna roll the die and see what number it pulls up. If it pulls up a 1 through 6, then it means we go backwards. If it pulls up a 7 through 12, we go around the swamp. We go around the swamp in the direction of 9.
Direction of 9.
Well, that's easy to tell. That's almost perpendicular.
Okay. You encounter another pool. This time by cliffside.
I have to assume it's magical, but I don't have a detect magic spell left today.
Listen, I'm assuming that all the pools are magical right now. Do we want to have fun and just see what this one does?
Okay, my turn.
All right.
Take off my robe and I'll grab some gold pieces and jump in.
All right. So you jump into the water and you see him vanish.
Teleportation type of spell. Because if I'm invisible, I'll just come back out and tell them I'm invisible. Or tell them that nothing happened.
Gather up his clothes, stuff them in my bag, go out into the middle.
You jump into the pool?
Yeah.
All right.
You taking the horses or not?
I'm taking the horses too.
All right, so first things first, let's start with Troxel. You're now in the middle of the swamp.
Oh. What do I see from the middle of the swamp?
You see what looks like a rundown shack.
Okay. I'm assuming Grimshaw's going to be coming, so I'll wait.
Okay.
Just look around and reconnoiter, basically, by standing still in this 360 degrees.
Grimshaw,
Yes.
you appear at the edge of what looks like a sort of clearing. Essentially what you're looking at is a place cleared of trees filled with a great many ruined buildings of stone. Most of them seem like fortifications of some sort, with occasional housing here and there. But overall, the whole thing looks like a semi-maze of buildings. And in the center of it is a wizard's tower. There's dark clouds over the sky with like lightning streaking across it every now and then, heat lightning. And the place just looks very foreboding.
building an entire place to protect my wizardly self from ne'er-do-wells. That's where I'm doing.
Troxel, you wait about a half hour and he's still not there.
Okay, I wouldn't have waited quite that long. I'll go into the hut.
Okay. You go into the hut?
I'm heading to the wizard's tower slowly, doing urban combat with my hat.
So you walk into the shack and you are immediately put off. There's a lot of what looks like magic stuff here, not the nice type of magic. You are seeing various trinkets, various items that seem to have been collected, as well as many magical ingredients. There also appears to be a lot of unfriendly ingredients, such as ripped off thumbs, eyeballs. You see some skulls lying here and there, that kind of stuff.
I'll look for a source of fire to burn the shack down.
Roll an intelligence
No
check.
longer there.
Pardon?
Roll an intelligence check.
A 7.
You don't find anything. There's so much stuff, and a lot of it makes you want to throw up. So
Anything that I would view as treasure? Anything that I can use as a robe, chance?
not with that roll, no.
There's a curtain on the wall.
If you want to call it a curtain.
So, nothing usable that I find with my roll?
Nothing.
Okay. I guess I'll leave, and I'm in the middle of a swamp,
Yep.
you said?
It's a freak
Then you hear
Going that
Grimshaw.
direction.
Troxel. You hear Grimshaw calling for you from outside.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'll go out then.
All right. You hear him across the waters, and like you kind of see him like waving you over.
Okay. I'll go into the water and wade or swim across, hopefully.
Roll a dex check.
Oh my god.
2. 3. 3.
Lost Troxel.
You feel something grab your foot
I'll kick
and
at
start pulling you down.
I'll kick at it with my other foot.
Okay. Roll a strength check with a -5.
-5. A 9.
You're not kicking it free.
Okay. I'll grab a breath and then I'll try and go down and what do I think it is?
You think it looks like the most terrifying, horrific, disgusting, and ugly woman you have ever seen in your freaking life.
I knew it!
Well, I'll try a psionic blast then.
Alright. Let's see here. Oh my lord!
And then fail at save.
The roll of 1.
Oh lord. He got super lucky. That thing needed a 2 to survive.
He freaking did get lucky, but not that lucky. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da-da.
You just psionic blasted a green hag. Congratulations. Which, by the by, I'm wondering if it's your place or my place that's trying to protect this forest. It might be yours.
So the green hag, you got me calling it a green hag now. The creature suddenly looks confused enough for you to break its grip and get out.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Keep going.
What do you do when you're out of the water?
Gonna go to Grimshaw, get my clothes, get dressed, and then get out of here.
Grimshaw's not there anymore.
Oh, he's not.
No, instead you see two more of those ugly creatures making their way over to you.
Oh, shoot. I'll go in direction 8, fleeing.
Alright. Grimshaw,
Yes.
back where you are.
You mean I'm not at the swamp?
You are not at the swamp, no.
I know I'm not at the swamp.
What do you do?
Like I said, I am going to take this as urban combat as Commando Dwarf can.
Define that.
Crossbow at the ready. Every time I go around a corner, I peek the corner first to make sure.
So you're going towards the tower.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Slowly.
You... So you know how, like... You know that feeling of tension and fear you get when you're moving through an unsettling place, and you're hearing noises, you're seeing things, but you don't encounter anything alive?
Yes.
That's essentially what Grimshaw is going through as he's going through this place, especially when he hears, like, unearthly, like, groans and, you know, wails and that kind of stuff in the distance.
He's attributing it to whatever the evil sorcerer or whatnot is doing up in the tower. He is still going to move his way there. Because, as Grimshaw would put it, that's the motherfucker causing the problems.
Don't forget language, but yeah. Troxel, I want you to roll me a dex check as you try to escape these things out of the swamp.
Oh. A 6.
Alright, so I'll let you keep running, but you lost your shoes. Or boots. They got stuck in the muck.
I never had them anyhow because I had taken everything off.
He did.
During
He
the
take
war
it
before.
on.
Oh, true. Okay, then I'll let it
I
go.
just have underwear on.
I'll let it go then.
Don't make him put his underwear in the swamp.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No. Alright, so you're back in the forest now. Still by yourself, but you're in the forest now.
I'll roll a different direction. 4.
Alright. 1 second. You. Roll a saving throw for me.
A 12. I don't know what.
Oh my gosh, that just beats it.
Okay.
So you're hearing the song of a beautiful woman, but it does not charm you.
Okay. We'll continue on.
Grimshaw. Eventually, you make it to the base of the tower.
Alright. Now, I've been going up pretty quiet this entire time. So, needless to say, Grimshaw's gonna calmly put his crossbow back on his back and knock in the only way a dwarf would knock on someone's door.
You're just gonna knock?
Giant hammer.
Oh, with a giant hammer. So in other words, you're gonna smash it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna break the door down.
Roll a strength check.
You use a two-handed hammer, Grimshaw?
Yeah, he does.
Yes, I do. Rolling the funny dice because only the funny dice is worth it.
So specifically, he uses a maul. It's called a maul.
Oh, okay.
This was a strength check, right?
Correct.
23. Knock, knock.
Alright. You break the door down. You look inside. And it is not at all what you were expecting at all.
So it's actually decrepit.
No, well, you were expecting something nice?
Look, it's the only building still standing. It has foreboding clouds around it, making people second guess going to it. Of course it's gonna look nice. The guy still lives there.
Yeah, it is like extremely cozy in this building. Like you go into you break down the door, you see like a round table in the center with like a small place set to the side for like making food and preparing it. You see a spiral staircase going up. It's lit by a chandelier. Like it's a nice cozy place.
Is the door off its hinges, or is it just like splintered?
You split it in two.
Okay, I go in. I grab the first half of the door that I broke off, and I try and like put it up against kind of nicely, just kind of like leave it there. And I'm gonna take a look around and take my time, go up the stairs, see if anyone's home.
You see, okay, so you go up the stairs. You see another place which looks like has several bookshelves, very tall ones. It's got like a chair with a small desk nearby a fireplace, and sitting on that chair is what looks to be a gray elf in robes.
You speak the common tongue.
Of course I do, young man. Did you want me to prepare some food for you? Apologies. He gets up and he's like, I haven't had guests in, how long was it? I think 103 years now. Anyways, what would you like to eat?
Stay here. Dude, it's been a minute. I went into a pond that turned me into all sorts of animals. I thought I still was one. We've been stuck in this forest. It's just been a crazy week.
I imagine it has.
Look, are you the one who cast the enchantment on this forest?
We will speak in a little bit, but first, I want to say it's impressive that you found this place in only a week. That's legitimately impressive. You said it's been a crazy week. That's why he's assuming that.
Yeah.
At any rate, he's like, well, go ahead and sit down and rest. I'll make some food. Is there anything in particular you would like?
Steak and potatoes.
Alright. Oh, did you come here with anyone else, or is it just you?
I came here with a man by the name of Troxel Candle. If you can get him here, that'd be great.
Do you have anything of his? I assume those robes are his.
Yes.
Alright, he goes over there, tears a bit of it off, walks over to what looks like a basin, puts it in there, lights it on fire, casts a spell. Troxel,
Yes.
you had just run in. What was it, hon? What did you run into again?
That lady or whatever.
Oh no, this is something else. So yeah, you just ran into a group of hobgoblins when all of a sudden you're now standing inside this room.
That's good.
And now you see Grimshaw there.
Yes.
As well as the
With my fine robe that he allowed me.
It looks like the sleeve was torn a little bit, but he's there. And you also see a gray elf who's you see him as he's making his way down the stairs.
Okay. I'll put my robe on and my boots on and my belt, whatever.
Yeah, Grimshaw, you see that his feet are covered in like mud and muck and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Does a blue blood feel like the feel of mud in his toes?
Yeah, that's true. If I had it, I would. I guess I'll try and clean off before I put my stuff back on. And then you can tell me where we are and who the elf was or is.
My best guess is this is, in fact, the center of the forest.
Oh.
Or some approximation, or someone who has a little bit more information about this forest.
Well, then why did he bring me back to help you?
He brought you here because food. Because he asked me if I came with anyone, and I said yes. And I would like him to be here with me, so if this isn't the center, and this is just another instance, we can at least continue together. Because 2 brain cells are better than 1.
I am going to take a rest. Actually, I'm going to meditate.
You're gonna take some time to meditate?
Yep.
Alright, so while he's meditating, Grimshaw, do you wanna, there is a window and a set of stairs going up as well.
So you said there's a bunch of books in this room.
Yeah, there's several bookshelves, each filled with books.
I'm gonna go through the bookshelves and see if there's anything pertaining to why this place exists.
Roll an intelligence check.
My only weakness. Dice checks.
Please roll that 20.
I rolled a 3. You said nat 20 and I rolled a 3. I'm super happy.
So essentially you don't see anything of interest for the most part. You're seeing, in addition to like some spell books or, you know, books on knowledge that you would not be able to comprehend, you're seeing a lot of like common books as well, which is, you find out at first, but then you realize this guy, you know, he lives here. It's a normal home for him. So I guess the biggest shock for you is that an elf, assuming that they're an elf sorcerer or something like that, would have any books that wasn't some geek stuff kind of thing.
Oh, Calvin and Hobbes, alright!
You actually do find like a children's book somewhere in there.
Oh, I haven't read this since I was a kid.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's have a gray elf magic user has a dwarven children's book, which just rocks his world.
I'm just like flitting through it at this point. It's the first time Troxel has ever seen Grimshaw smile. Just flitting through this. Like, it's a genuine smile. It's not the murder hobo smile. It's like a genuine, like, almost childhood wonder kind of like, holy shit.
Aww! I'm so glad I did that.
Children's books. It's how you get to Grimshaw's inner child. It's like the dwarven version of Calvin and Hobbes. He's just like, yes!
Well, not long after you finish the book, you hear him calling you guys down for supper.
Awesome.
You guys come down, he's got steak and potatoes, a couple of other sides, as well as tea and water, fresh water. As you all... Yep.
I sit down. Thank him graciously for the food, because, you know, Grimshaw is actually kind of nice after he's child wonderment.
Yep.
I'll tell him what we've been doing in terms of our travels, what the rest of the world looks like, and I'll ask him then. He said that you've been here for 100 years or so.
It's like, no. That is incorrect. I haven't had guests for 105 years.
Oh, I'm sorry. How long have you been here for?
About 2,200 years.
Oh. Okay. And your purpose for building this forest was?
I never built the forest. I built my home in the forest.
Are you the one who enchanted the forest?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Why did you do that?
Mostly to keep people out.
But then if you want to keep people out, why make it so that people who want to get out can't get out?
So that those who do escape can spread the rumors and spread the stories, and people avoid the forest altogether.
Oh.
We have like an orc warband in here somewhere, right? Like we ran into them and they look pretty haggard, but at least I mean,
Yes, they keep trying despite the many losses they've gained over the years. They're pretty dumb.
but why do you want to be so alone? Like, you have this wealth of knowledge up here that you can share with the world. Why keep it to yourself?
Well, for starters, I enjoy my solitude. I don't like... I'm not the person who enjoys social interactions. In general.
Okay, so you're introverted.
Grey elves are known as the most isolated of all the dwarves, of all the elves, in terms of racial information. He explains that on top of all that, he tells you like the percentage chance for anyone using my knowledge for the sake of good is rather low.
Well, if you check my alignment with a no alignment spell, you know that I'm neutral good, and that I would use magic for good purposes.
That's nice, but I think that my general concept is to keep the information from getting out at all. Just because one person uses it for good doesn't mean the rest of the world will.
How about a vacuous second level continual light spell? Could you spare that?
Let's see here. He tells you that his magic won't do you any good because he is not a magic user. He's an illusionist.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't tell. It's one hell of an illusion you got here, man.
He gives an honest smile and he says, "Thank you. It took a long time to create a magic of this power. Had to make a couple of magical items to help me make them."
Well, I'd appreciate after dinner if you could teleport us outside of the forest. I'll give you my word that I won't mention anything more about the forest.
Well, I'd be happy to do that, but I would like to ask. I don't need your permission to. I'll need you to promise not to tell anyone, because I would rather just erase the memory of you meeting me, of learning about all this, and changing those memories to something that would frighten other people when you tell the story.
I guess we can accept that.
He looks over to the dwarf and says, "Do I have your permission as well?"
Yeah, that's acceptable. I'm gonna miss
I
this
appreciate
steak, though. This steak is delicious.
Thank you very much.
How did you cook this? What did you use?
He gives you the full-on, detail for detail, how he cooked the thing, and he promises to actually let you keep that memory and design it so that you think that you came up with it yourself.
Phenomenal.
Again, he doesn't want anything leading back to, hey, there's someone in here. So
That was not my intention. That would have been hilarious if he forgot to do that, though.
no, he's a very intelligent man. He knows how to do this. He's been doing this for a very long time.
But thank you for the hospitality.
Of course.
Despite you not having any interest in meeting people ever again, you are a very divine host.
I'm not completely isolationist. I do enjoy company every now and then. If you had approached me about 10 years ago, I probably would have just sent you right out of the forest. It takes a little while for me to get interested in seeing someone new.
That's a pretty solid choice. Well, then Grimshaw's just gonna go back to eating at this point because it's just like, you can't get enough of steak, potatoes, and everything else.
Troxel, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, if he's not sharing magic, or you have any magic items that you want to rid yourself from, I'd be happy to take one off your hands or so. But no, other than meeting somebody that has lasted for over 2,000 years, I mean, I just don't understand in terms of loneliness why you wouldn't find somebody else to come and share it with you.
It's like, oh, because I only get lonely every few hundred years.
Oh, okay.
we just got lucky.
Pretty much, yeah. And he tells you in terms of magical items, He has nothing to give away to you. If he encounters anything or creates anything that's a cursed item, it just gets sent off into the forest somewhere.
Oh. Okay. We'll avoid those items then. Okay. Well, we finished dinner. Give our thanks, and we're ready to be teleported out of the forest. We tell them we were looking for that town. If you could teleport us out in that direction, we'd appreciate it.
Giving him the name of the town, he can teleport you in the direction of that way. He brings you outside so he can teleport your horses with you. Going outside, Grimshaw, what was a ruined landscape and all kinds of stuff, you are seeing like a beautifully green meadow. You're seeing gardens. You're seeing farm area, all being tilled and managed by what do you call it, goblins.
Goblins?
You see a couple you see like a fence on the outer side. It looks like a beautiful area, and you blink for a second because it did not look like this beforehand.
What happened to all the doom and gloom?
Oh, that was just an illusion.
I should have known. Should have known before I asked that question.
Walking past them, you can actually hear some of the goblins making those groan and wailing noises you were hearing earlier.
It's making so much sense now.
He leads you over to your horses, and with some of his magic, he pulls out a magical item, and he's able to teleport you guys to the edge of the forest.
Okay. We'll partake.
Before he does that, of course, he does alter your memories and then teleport to you.
Yeah, so we remember nothing.
Remember
Except
nothing.
how to make steak and potatoes.
And we'll head off towards that little village, and I guess that ends the adventure for today. Is that correct? Or-
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
So that module, that one shot, was Forest of Illusions.
Was what?
Forest of Illusions.
Okay.
That was
Straight to the point. So, a couple of things about this module. First one was, if you guys had one more person in your party, you would have been at the mercy of a very unique mechanic. Because it requires 3+ people in the party for it to work.
oh
What would have it done?
no. He doesn't want to give it away because people can play this mechanic with him later.
This particular one I'm not going to be sharing, but I do want to specify that so people understand if they want to play this and if they want to try out that unique mechanic, play with 3 or more people. I prefer 4 people myself.
Right.
I mean, it was really well thought out for the illusions.
Thank you. Yeah, so
Goddamn, there were so many.
there was a lot of illusions. And the funniest thing is, nearly everything you encountered was an illusion. That includes the weather.
Oh, really?
I know the weather was an illusion. I knew the weather was an illusion the second time we had a thunderstorm. Like, yes, we can have bands that go through, but not every band's gonna strike lightning right next to you.
Some of the monsters will be illusions, some of the monsters will not. Some of the traps will be illusions, some of them will not. And so forth.
This is why Grimshaw adopted the rock theory.
Which is a good, honestly, that's a very good practice. For anyone who isn't a thief, that's an excellent practice to master. It does not help too much with master traps. That's where you want to thief 100%. But in general, that's a really good practice to master.
There are 2 practices that I learned over my years of D&D. And it's the rock theory and the left-hand rule. Rock theory dictates that anything that you suspect is a trap, throw a rock on it and it should trigger it. The left-hand theory is if you're ever trapped in a labyrinth, put your left hand on the wall and just follow it around. Eventually you're going to get out.
Doesn't apply with this forest, but...
There's no walls.
Yeah.
But labyrinth is the key word there. The thing that has walls that's more of a maze than it is an illusion.
Well, unless it's a magical place.
Even then, usually you can feel shifting on the walls. Unless it's really magical, it's gonna be pretty.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, like high magic stuff.
Yeah.
There is various locations you guys could have encountered. This includes magic pools of water, clearing, meadow, cliffside and cave, thick swamp, druid shelter, and then the forest center. Something else, which... So whenever I make one-shots, I like to make them so that at least one aspect of them can be different from every play style. And one of this is the cause/source of the illusions of the entire forest can be a different source every time. So for example, this time it was an illusionist who made the illusions.
Great hags.
It could be hags, it could be an archfey, it could be demons, it could be anything.
I said like half of those things as we were going through.
That's why I mentioned them. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I really enjoy this module. It's a really fun module.
It was a lot of fun. I liked it.
Sometimes you just gotta get away from the hack and slash modules where it's just nothing but combat and just enjoy a little bit of like confusion and problem solving modules.
any experience for this?
Yes, experience. Let me...
We're both level 5 now because there's about 7 different encounters that would have leveled us up each simultaneously.
Well, let me go ahead and calculate the rest of them. Because I was trying to keep track, but there's a lot going on, so it was hard to keep track of it constantly.
There were so many encounters that we just avoided because it's just like, that's a wyvern, that's a no. Shaw's not. Listen, if you put. Listen, I got a great idea for the Halloween event. All we gotta do is put Grimshaw up against 100 Wendigos and just give him a whole bag of crack.
I already have several modules ready for Halloween.
Grimshaw versus Wendigo. That was something. I like it. It pulled me away from thinking that I could just get away with everything by swinging a hammer really, really fast. Although breaking down the door made me slightly happy. Also, I am neutral evil. Just for this street. Right back.
Bless you. Bless you.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Almost done. Almost done.
Almost done calculating everything. Good lord. Just how many things did we dodge?
Okay, so I have XP for the wereboars, the orcs, the wyvern, the hag, the harpy, the beautiful singing sound was a harpy. Fighters have XP for Storms, Tornado, Pools, Traps overall, and Illusions overall. Let me just add them up real quick.
That is a lot.
It is, yeah.
This was supposed to be a level 1 encounter, and it's just like, yeah, no, you're level like 7.
So both of you gain 9,079 experience points.
Listen.
9,079. Okay.
Yep.
That's good.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 6 would be 4. Alright, so we're almost level 5.
Let me, hold on, let me, pull up your XP thing so I can tell you exactly what you, like, how much that gets you. For fighters. Yeah, you're, so, Grimshaw, you're level 4 now. And... no, Troxel is at level 3.
I will level myself up.
That was a lot.
You know what the funniest thing is? We got that under 3 hours.
Well, we were experienced players.
Listen.
Well, experienced players, but you also had the benefit of, hey, we're not screaming at each other back and forth.
Listen, the best part about the previous person who was gonna do this with us was that me and her had this dynamic where most of the time we were arguing over what to do. And spending...
Or just straight up insulting each other back and forth.
But it worked so well. I gotta
Oh, excuse me. Well, I'm gonna say goodnight, guys. I'm gonna go and have dinner.
Alright.
go eat, boss.
Have a great night, Troxel.
We'll see you next Saturday.
No. So, to clarify for the audience as well, the third Saturday every month I'm unavailable because I do a D&D session for my subdivision. So, next week we'll be skipping, we'll be taking a break that Saturday. It is the Saturday after that that we'll be rejoining for the main campaign again.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, so if that's all, Grimshaw, do you have anything you want to talk about, or?
I believe that is the it for me.
Alright, in that case, everyone, you have a wonderful day.
Good.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Good night.
Alright, if the wind was in our sails, we'd be alright. If the wind was in our sails, we'd be alright. If the wind was in our sails, and we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Oh, we'd be alright if the northern waters clear. We'd be alright if the northern waters clear. We'd be alright if the northern waters clear. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll all be alright if the northern waters clear. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Well, a dry sock below wouldn't do us any harm. Well, a dry sock below wouldn't do us any harm. Well, a dry sock below wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old